James sat out last time. Maybe Cage can sit out this time. I don't know. Although he was kind of the first one into the thread. I don't know, guys. I can roll the dice. I can do it that way. If everybody wants to play and nobody wants to volunteer to sit out, do it that way between Black Tide, Bonk, James, and Ben. Ben, you there?
Present.
All right, he's there. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
I'll sit out again if that's what. Yeah, I'll sit out again.
No, James.
You sat out last time, and it was very gentlemanly of you. I don't think it's really fair that you have to volunteer to sit out again. But that's just me. But if you guys want to, I can roll dice. It's very easy.
We could always split up the UK into 2 factions.
How do you do that?
Just arbitration.
Oh, but only one guy would actually play the team, though, right?
Yeah, but you'd have like one person like control the Pacific side and one person control the Atlantic
So
side.
sort of like Global 40. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of. If you guys want to be like a team on the UK, so yeah, if somebody wants to team up as the UK player, that'd be interesting. We've never done that before. That'd be kind of neat. If there's no objections, I have no objections to that. Then everybody can play.
Chimera.
Ben, you want to do that?
I think that'd be cool. Whoever else would want to, be willing to experiment with that.
No, I'm saying me and you. One of us take England, the other take India.
All right, James. Yeah.
Oh, this is kind of cool. I like this. We'll have to explain it to the chat to see what's going on. That's a good. We'll use that for future reference when we have a 6th. That's not a bad idea, Ben. You're so full of these great ideas, man. That's why I love you. All right. Destruct. Can we call it? Do you want to be called Destruct? Do you have a name? What do you prefer?
That's fine.
Okay, Destruct is fine. Well, you get to pick your nation. It is not like you can't say you actually have to pick. As being a new player, you get to pick the faction you want to play tonight. By the way, what's your rank level? Would you mind diversion in that? Or divulging that?
I am like flat 10 roughly. Flat 11.
Flat 10. Okay, well then there you go. That's great. So who do you want to be?
You can pick. I have no preference. I guess.
No,
if
you
I
actually.
Oh, I have to.
How many?
Okay.
Yeah, you have to pick.
You're forced to pick.
Yes. Everybody's had to do it. Don't worry, you're not the first. Every new player to Friday Night Blitz actually has to pick the faction they want to play.
Except England, that's kind of been claimed.
Except the UK. Except the UK.
No. I think I will go with Japan.
Japan it is. Okay. You know what? I'm actually. Do you guys mind if I pick next?
Sure.
I'm actually feeling Germany tonight.
All right.
Thinking about it all day.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so let me set that up. Then I'll get everybody. I got everybody on. Okay, let me do that. Send the invitations while you guys are figuring out.
Hey Ben, do you want to be the one controlling it? Do you want me to?
Whichever you think would work out better.
Black Tie, you can
doesn't
say
mind to me.
US.
U.S.
All right,
Sure.
I don't mind doing it if you don't
say
mind.
US.
Yeah, I'll just have to watch on stream to know what's actually going on.
I'm streaming
Okay.
as well. If you wanna.
Yeah,
Take a
yeah, because
gander.
mine's always delayed a little bit, so I don't know what's the better way for you to do that. But let me get everybody. in
Yeah,
here.
I'll link it on the
Yeah, you're on
streaming channel.
not TikTok, but Twitch, right?
Twitch. Yeah, Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah, I
both.
think I found you there and subscribed a while ago or something.
Okay, cool beans. Yeah.
I subscribe to.
To answer your question about the League videos, I'm trying to decide if I should split up the Terrence game into 2 parts or not. Because it just has so many videos. I'm like, oh, it's going to be like an over 2-hour video. Like, should I split it into 2 parts or just keep it clumped? And I haven't decided.
2 hours is pretty good for one.
Yeah,
You're Lord Dalton, right?
Yeah, but I think we're gonna have Ben control England this time.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure that that's okay. All right, so I'm sending invitations now. All right, let me start the stream here. Now, Destruct, are you aware of the rules to Friday Night Blitz? Destruct?
Yes.
Okay, so you're aware of the rules. Okay, I need to get your permission
What are the
online. We are live. Just need to get your permission. We are streaming this live, so I need your YouTube permission to actually do that.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, great. Okay, well, all that being said, we don't use calculators, and you know all that, right?
Whatever, just let me know. I don't know the rules, so just let me know.
Well, oh, you just said
You
you didn't
just
know the
said you
rules. Okay,
did.
so
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
It, um, I had a bit of a lag, so I didn't quite hear what you said.
All right, so basically to recap the rules, basically we do not use calculators in Friday Night Blitz. However, we have this thing called a mulligan. If you're a golfer, you know what a mulligan is. A mulligan is you get basically one do-over, but in this case, you actually get one chance at a calculator. As a team, you can choose a battle that you just can't tell by eye. You can't do by paper calculations. You need to use a calculator. You can say, hey, we want to use our mulligan on this battle, and then you can use your mulligan on that battle. So that's allowed. Typically, when the other team's playing, the other team shuts up. But again, I always reiterate that towards the end of the evening, that sort of goes out the window, and it's accepted as long as it's just not over the top kind of stuff. And we're just waiting for whoever's playing the U.S.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the invite.
All right, so welcome to the chat. Chat, we're doing something real new. Actually, never been done on Friday Night Blitz before. We actually have two players that are going to be controlling the UK faction. We've got Ben, who will be in control of buying and purchasing. However, he is teamed up with James, also known as Lord Dalton, where Dalton will be handling what to do with the purchases and sort of the movement functions of the India faction. Sort of like the rules in Global 40. Actually, it's identical to the rules in Global 40.
I used to do
so we're going to try something like that. So we actually have 6 players in the game tonight.
Player base kind of died out, though.
For chat, we've got Bonk from the UK playing
It's fun to
Russia.
stream. I haven't been doing this
myself
much
playing
since
Germany.
I got married.
We've got Ben and Lord Dalton, a.k.a. James, playing the UK. We've got our new player, who is Destruct, but his name on the Access Analog is ABLV2539, and he is a Platinum Top 10, Top 20 player. And of course, we have rounding out the US as Black Tide. So with that all said, take it away, Bonk, and go ahead, allies. You guys are up. Let's shut up.
Oh yeah. I just played a game against
right.
Alb. He's like,
I'll just do standard. You happy with that?
yeah, he's practically top 10 with
No
both.
funny jam business or anything.
Yeah, I just played a game with Alb like a few days back. I think he's like almost top 10 in both Axis and Allies.
He did say that.
Yeah. Well, not just one side, but
I'm
both sides.
I'm glad I got him on. I'm glad I got him on my team.
I think, what does it say right now? Let me see. It says right now 11 allies
Smart.
and 13 Axis.
Okay, so
Awesome.
It looks like UK Atlantic has 21 and the UK Pacific has 10 IPC. If we do it that way.
Ooh, that was not fantastic.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, it's a
Well.
bit rough.
It's a bit rough. Make up for it in Ukraine, right?
No,
That's
that
so
was
bad.
rolls like that. Oh no.
Oh, this might be a short game.
Already?
Hang on. Okay, never mind.
Uh-oh. Do you even go again here?
You have to. If they survive with the bomber, you lose the game.
Okay.
Oh wow.
It's exciting. I wish I was watching.
Unbelievable.
It's still a garbage start for
It is.
Russia. In my opinion, these sort of games, as soon as you fail Ukraine, and if you don't have like 9 in West Russia, it's like a 80 to 90% Axis win. It's pretty heavy. Oh, you gotta defend Caucasus. You can't try to play like a coward this behind.
I can't defend both, surely.
You have to hope to get lucky. You can't.
Yep.
Just put the AA in West Russia and everything else in Caucasus. You can't give it for free. We're too far behind to try to play it safe.
I put both fighters there as well then.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, if you fail Ukraine, it's a nightmare. You basically have to hope your opponent is bad.
I'll pull back from
Which-
Szechuan. Yeah.
I've been accused of that.
Or
I
do you
don't
want
think
that
I
Szechuan
don't
unit?
think you. Well, maybe that is. What? Let me see what your purchase is. Yeah, maybe that is the right move to move it all
Yeah.
to Caucasus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just hate leaving that Szechuan fight available. It can blow up
Yeah.
in their face pretty easy, but
All right, let's lock this in.
All right, well, Destruct, what I like to do here in a bad Russian opening is go tanks, but I'm open to the idea of a bomber, 7 infantry, 2 artillery. I'm also open to 11 infantry and 2 artillery. How do you like to play that?
I mean, I think in general here, you decide. So the question is, what's the attack? Are you going to actually attack West Russian here?
Oh, I don't know, because I think we can stack. I can put 14 in Karelia. That might be enough.
I would rather stack Ukraine than Karelia here.
Yeah.
You can also
D10.
probably actually sort of get both. A little bit. I think it might be the proper way might be to strafe West Russia and retreat to Ukraine, and then you put most of the stuff into Ukraine, and then the rest of the stuff into Karelia. So you actually can send what, 3 infantry, 3 tanks, 1, 2, 3.
Take 1 plane from Scandinavia and send it
Yeah,
to West
4
Russia.
fighters, and then send 5 to Season 7,
Yeah.
basically.
Not a big fan of that, but if the strafe goes well, I am a fan of it.
Yeah, you can also decide to retreat to Belo or Ukraine. I think you really just take down the unit count, which lets you take so much more land. You really want to capitalize on the amount of land you take. Yeah, and then just send
Against
the
that.
battleship to. You just ignore transport, and I think you also send units to Ukraine.
Yeah, I kill the destroyer, send the transport to Ukraine on non-combat. But so
Yeah,
then
with
you're leaning towards tanks here then.
Yeah, for sure.
Five tanks, infantry, and 2 artillery sound okay?
I would just do 6 tanks.
Tanks.
You have an infantry artillery spare to take anything back that happens, so yeah, I could just go with the 6.
Save 2? Instead of getting the
Yeah,
artillery,
I'll
just go with.
I would actually get artillery. 6 tanks, 1 artillery.
Okay.
That gives you infantry
Alright.
artillery pair to if they take France, which is usually
Understand. Okay. All right. I'll try it.
for reference, guys, this is a move that I would never do. When you have
Brave
such
sounds
a
pretty
big
interesting.
lead, to do an attack like this just gives them a chance to get back in the game, in my opinion.
The reason I'm not a huge fan of this 5-2 C-Zone 7 and this move, it's a risky move when I think that we've already sort of kind of gotten the lead. So it could sort of hand it back to them in a way. That's the only reason I'm sort of.
Yep,
I would be-
Roche hit the nail on the head.
Normally I would not probably do this, but I like the idea of it. I like the idea of it in principle. So.
Yeah, I think my general philosophy is you want to capitalize when you're ahead, right? So you're allowed
Yeah.
to take a small risk, and if you lose a little bit, okay, well, you haven't lost the game. But you should aim to capitalize.
I agree. Yeah, like I said, I like it. I like it in principle. What do you think about the idea of taking Iceland here? Or do you want to use that transport
really
to
a
grab
point.
the northwest guy?
You want to,
Possibly.
no, actually, you want to take the transport to grab the infantry and the anti-air gun and stack it into Karelia, so that we take. the
That's what I was
transport
gonna
to
do, but
The idea
that's
is-
why I just.
yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
think
Well then,
What
what does the computer say the battle looks like? Favorable West Russia, favorable C-Zone 7, and strong in C-17. Okay. I might argue with that.
Yeah,
we
I
go.
have the opposite philosophy. When I feel I'm ahead, I try to avoid taking any risks or major attacks that could get the opponents back into the game, and I'm pretty sure this is an IPC negative.
Oh,
Jesus
that's
Christ! 8
Oh my
hits?
God.
Devastating hits on
Yeah.
West
Come on.
Russia.
I would have never made this attack. Well, you
Oh,
got...
man.
You may as well just
Okay,
take it, honestly.
Oh,
There's
you
no
think
point
so?
in really- Yeah.
I'd be
Like, what
willing to
Russia has to do.
concede. I'd be willing to concede. That's...
Well, can I hear what my partner has to say?
Yeah, I would definitely take it here. The amount they have to spend to take it back is their entire force. So yeah, it's probably game over at this point. Yeah, I have to say. But,
Yeah, that I would have never taken that fight, but I'm willing to forfeit here. How about you guys?
Well, yeah, they just traded one infantry
Yeah,
for like
that's-
the majority of the Russian army. Yo, yeah. That's 3 to 34.
Damn it! I wanted to play Germany, man. All right,
Uh,
well, all right. So then go ahead and forfeit. We'll set up the game again. Just same teams, same setup. Sorry, chat. I swear we're not doing this on purpose.
Well, I mean that was what I like to call a win more attack, where you're like, well, I'm probably going to win, and if this works, I'm still probably going to win. But if it doesn't work, I let them back into the game.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what I was afraid of. But
That was such
I
a
mean, I-
clean spell.
And as I said, it's a win more, and you went from winning to winning even more.
Hey, James, do you want to be the person in charge of the UK directly? How do you?
It doesn't matter. If you want to, you can. I can, though. Doesn't matter.
I'm fine. Either way,
Well, I need to
whichever
know in
way you
advance.
wanted to
So
do it. I don't.
Here, I'll flip a coin.
All right.
Heads or tails?
Oh, heads or
KH?
tails?
Oh, tails.
Heads.
All right, you got it.
all right. So Lord Dalton, the man. Dalton, Bonk, Black Tide, AB Bell. I think invitations now. Good guys or want to know? Yeah, the game should be up.
It still has me stuck in this one. Hold on, I'm trying to get back there. Here we go.
All right. Average start, please.
To be fair, I would not say it's just a win more attack.
I'm pretty sure that's an IPC negative attack, though.
Is it really?
What?
Five.
Can you calculate now that the game's over?
Yeah, go ahead and calculate. But I've seen that fight before, and usually, unless it's 4 infantry or 3 infantry or less.
I think if you don't lose any planes, it's like a 70% battle.
Well, you don't know that beforehand.
You don't know
Right.
beforehand. So it's 3 infantry, 3 tanks, 4 fighters versus 1 infantry, 1 anti-air, 5 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 tank, correct?
Yeah.
It's IPC -4, but it's an 80% victory. I mean, -4 is like not that much for Germany at this point, right?
Well,
Yeah, right.
I generally don't like those sort of fights. Hold on, you might want to
Oh, man.
retreat after. Oh no, pull through. He hit too much. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 infantry, I would not take, because at 6 infantry, it becomes a I think, 13 IPC fight. But at 5 infantry, if I remember correctly, it's usually quite a good fight, because you have 10 units versus their 9.
I just don't like giving them a chance to go back into the game. I prefer to just choke them out, safe and secure.
Yeah, the problem is actually that I think that actually gives them more of a chance, because when you
I'd put the AA in Persia. Send it back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Try and get it to India. It's way more useful in India for some.
I've actually not done that yet. I'll do it, yeah.
Yeah, it's if you can, I like to do it because that AA lets UK send more troops up to help it, whereas in Russia it doesn't usually accomplish that much. So interesting. So I'd say I'd say probably about an even start. I really hate not having that AA in Ukraine because having your AA gun down a German fighter is absolutely huge, but the extra infantry in West Russia probably helped make up for it.
Okay, so to start, here what I like to do with the strong West Russia and slow Ukraine. Could still do the tanks. However, I'm more inclined for the bomber 7-2 buy, but I'm also not opposed to 11 infantry and 2 artillery as well. What do you typically recommend in this particular?
Yeah, I think I would probably just max it out on ground because we're gonna need ground because they have a lot of ground left, right? That's the theory.
Yeah.
And there's no possibility of stacking anything here, basically. So we need to get a ton of ground. So that's what I would do.
Not a big fan of the 5-1 split, so I'm actually going to spend all 6 dudes to see zone 7.
Yeah, to me the 5-1 split is a, oh shit, I'm behind, I need to take a risk to get back in the game.
Yeah.
I think the 5-1 split is actually best if you're also sending the cruiser out, sorry, the battleship out to take out the cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I like it then too. I like it. Yeah, completely eliminating the UK Navy. Exactly. All right. I think this looks okay. Got enough going to Ukraine. 1 to Karelia, battleship Transjordan battle, and all 6 to Sea Zone 7. Oh, anything to do something for it. Like we have a game now.
The Berlin fighter. So that would task.
No,
I don't. I like to have it come back, so I don't like to send that.
I guess because you want it to land in Northwest Europe and it can't reach it.
Right. Jordan,
Well,
clean.
Things are pretty smooth sailing for you thus so far. I love it when that sub hits the first round. Ooh. It's pretty brutal.
Did it?
He did not.
It did not. That was a pretty poor result.
So far we've lost a submarine
Yeah, probably submarine and infantry, and then
and
just,
an infantry.
That
But
was-
overall, I'd say pretty good.
That's a pretty darn clean turn.
Yep.
yeah.
Now, I'm a big fan of putting 2 to 3 in Ukraine and Elo, and 3 and an AA gun into Karelia, giving him 3 targets that are not easy to take across the front. What are your thoughts on that?
You can try this. I don't know, because then they can get lucky and like clear it with a lot, and you just burn out. Like if your idea is to get a big death infantry stack, I don't think this is great. I would personally do one, but it's really up to you. There's different flavors.
Well, I definitely like to put at least 2 dudes and an AA gun in. Really, maybe 3. I think I do actually like adding that extra guy. Make it just a little bit trickier.
If you're going to do anything more than one, you should go for mini stacks of 3.
Okay,
that would
that's what I like to do. So I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
And here, on here, then up. Baltic. Buddy. That is everybody. Doesn't look like I missed anything. Got a nice little presence in the North Atlantic there. It's going to probably save the battleship because he might want to use the bomber in that fight. We could be looking at a C zone. We could be looking at a C zone 37 here, but I don't know if they're. I don't think they're that far behind. I think they're slightly behind right now, but not far.
I would tend to agree.
Okay.
Well, I have my own thoughts on 37, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it.
Oh, I'm a very big fan of it, actually.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what they do.
Got a KJF
But as
part
far
on
as
it.
moves, I'm not missing anything as far as this nest of German this always looks like in the first round. It looks like I'm moving everybody, and it looks like they're going where I want them to go.
I
Unless
can
you
never
can
tell,
spot.
but it looks fine.
I think I know, right? It looks okay to me. Let's hope it is that way when I click.
You could probably. That's fine. I thought you could probably stick
Actually,
more tanks in Poland.
I've been a big fan lately of not putting any artillery in Italy. I like the I think I like the artillery in
yeah,
Berlin.
Yeah, no need. That's fine.
And 42, not bad. Hey guys, you're up.
All right, Ben.
Now it
What
looks
are we,
like
thinking there?
The split is 21-10, right? Or is it 20-11?
I don't know.
Well, I'll weigh in if you guys are indecisive. I think this is fine to do the standard build 3 infantry destroyer aircraft carrier.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But I think the bomber is going to be needed in 7, so I think
I
the
agree.
battleship's going to be left alone. And I had a interesting idea I was thinking about doing in the Pacific.
Okay, well let's
Alright.
lock the purchase in then, and
I'm just loading up the single player game so I can see the board more easily.
Sounds like you're backing into something.
sounds like a
Oh
microwave.
yeah, that's the microwave.
All right, so
Back it in
destroyer,
again.
aircraft carrier, and 3 infantry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what do you think
Back it
about
in
buying
again.
1 infantry and 1 tank?
No,
I
you
think
have to
maybe in another
maximize
turn.
the
I think
build
we
in
need
India.
the 3 infantry in India. I think we need the 3 units in India.
More ground's
Oh,
better,
well.
I think.
Production slots are precious in India. Super
Yeah.
precious.
I guess. I just like the versatility of the tank. It can be useful for more things.
Yeah, maybe the
Yes.
tank next turn, but not right now.
You can get a
No.
tank, but you need to use all 3 production slots there.
Yeah, well,
I mean, Germany just did a full ground buy, right? We need more men on the
yeah,
continent.
yeah.
All right, so I'm locking that in.
No, well, I like the tank because I like to stack Burma.
Well, I was actually
Oh,
thinking
alright.
of taking the carrier and the fighter, this fighter here,
Yeah,
and then actually doing something I think I've seen you do before, Ben.
Whoa,
Malaya attack.
whoa.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not a fan of that.
Well, I can't even see what's happening, so I don't. even
Are
know
you
what's
watching my stream?
happening. I'm watching roadshows. I don't.
You-
Wait,
uh,
isn't it Ben's choice what to do with India here? I thought that was the whole point of the.
No, I'm India. He's England.
Oh,
I
I
saw
got
it
it.
was the other way around.
Oh, you're just playing. You're just the one making them. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, I understand now.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
saw-
what we were. Yeah, I thought you were doing England and I was doing India.
Oh no, that works. I must have misheard you originally. Okay.
I'm
never
not.
mind.
I'm not a big fan of doing this. This is just making India unnecessarily weaker. It doesn't really accomplish much. It's kind of a barely positive battle. Your job is to not lose India. Not taking those
Oh.
IPCs doesn't do anything for you because even with more IPCs, you can't produce more in India, and you're losing a transport to kill 7 IPCs of units, maybe.
Well, James, what's your well? That transport normally doesn't get much use anyway. But James, what's your reasoning behind this fight?
Because this is probably gonna be a KGF, more than likely. It slows India down a lot by giving them even more targets and saves a lot of the American stuff over here.
It could, yeah.
Well, you need to hit that Transjordan stuff. I'd rather you use the fighter to hit Transjordan than to randomly kill Kwang Tung and lose the transport. If you hit Transjordan with the fighter, you can save that transport and aircraft carrier in 33. You're killing the same units, and you preserve your aircraft carrier and transport that way.
I don't know, like I said, I've seen it done before, and I actually tried it myself once, and it worked out fairly well.
Yeah, if you get no hit backs or 1 hit back and you take the territory, that's kind of the reason why I like buying the tank in this scenario. Because if it works out, you put the 1 dude in Yunnan, you have dudes in Kwang Tung, and then you put the full India stack into Burma with the tank behind it. you really contest a lot of land against Japan. But
This is a genuine question. What does that move actually do? I've had it played against me once. I don't know what it does.
It adds an extra target. See, normally Japan has around 10 to 11 targets or so in the first round if you're playing against a top level player. This actually adds another target. And it bolsters the UK's position in Southeast Asia.
Yep, and probably the most useful, like, this can be kind of a desperation move, because the most useful time to do that is when you sink or don't want to hold West Russia round 2. You can potentially prevent the Japanese from being able to have fighters in range of West Russia round 2.
Why does this trump Zone 37?
It's just different risks. It's way less of a risk than Zone 37. And it's less of a KJF, you know, like lockdown. You do Zone 37, odds are you go KJF the majority of the time.
Zone 37 is a 68% success. Kwangtung is, I think, like a 58% conquer or 60% conquer, something close to that. Anyway,
you kill way more IPC on Zone 37.
Yeah. Anyway, I'd recommend just hitting Transjordan and using well, why don't you just do Zone 7, which you know you're going to do no matter what first, and then the skies.
You know what's been a long time since I've seen anybody do it is to attack Malaya. You could take 2 infantry in the cruiser, the 36, the aircraft carrier and the fighter, the 61.
You guys aren't losing. I don't know why you're making these risky moves.
Oh, Malaya's not really risky, but
you're sacrificing. Why would you hit Malaya if you're gonna burn your units? At least take Borneo, which is worth more.
Oh, Malaya has a bunch of strategic value.
You're the only person I've ever seen do it.
I have no idea. I've never seen this before in my life, so I don't know what you're doing.
Oh,
Malaya's
you've got some
interesting.
You've got another move too, where they buy 2 bombers too. That's also very interesting. That would have challenged you, I bet.
Oh, I've done.
Yeah, if we were just Malaya better off with different buys, but if you do Malaya, you often get French endo from it, and you can test lower Southeast Asia quite a bit if the Japan player doesn't know how to deal with it.
I'd move that tank to France for the Zone 10 transport. Move that tank to France and get it. He doesn't have enough fighters to contest the Navy drop.
Yeah.
You want the tank taking France?
Yeah. And also, well, Russia's probably going to need both of their fighters, aren't they? For trading.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yes, I will, yes.
He's just using the bomber for Zone 7, which I think is fine.
They only have 5 fighters in range. If you didn't use the cruiser in 7, that would be enough to protect 8, which is where the transport is.
He already has enough to protect it.
What?
All right, so you want the cruiser not to go there?
I'd use the cruiser in 35 and the fighter in 61.
No, I'm talking about 7 and 8.
No, you definitely have to add to that fight. You're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not that. Yeah, I would put the cruiser in there, but it's not that risky.
Okay, so the cruiser 7 then?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because the other fighter has to kill Zone 5. If it wasn't for Zone 5, then it's in both fighters there and not the cruiser. But, yeah.
You're
gonna do Malaya?
No, I'm just gonna do a very generic Pacific.
No. Oh well. Yeah, that's your side of the board. I would use the Egypt fighter in TJ though.
He is. Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, look at. You might want to look at my stream. I think I have less delay. I posted it in the streams channel for. I think my Twitch stream is very up to date.
I think mine is 15 seconds behind.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's either like 15 or 30 seconds, which is actually pretty good in case you have to hit the poop button.
Oh yeah, when Okay, I think that looks
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
I think you can pull the trigger.
Alrighty.
Standard moves are standard for a reason.
Until somebody comes up with something better, like the Russian.
Transjordan. Come on, Transjordan. Come on, dice.
I already got a pretty good dice there to begin with. No hitbacks from us.
Formulate. Such an underrated attack.
It makes a huge difference if you get a hitback there or not.
Oh, TJ?
Oh yeah. Especially when the battleship's alive.
Yeah. Oh, no hitback.
This is the Season 7 is the most important fight. I've had Season 7 go rotten and it can lose you the game. Oh good.
Oh yeah, those subs.
Oh, that was a nice clear. That was a nice clear.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Perfect.
awesome,
Can't argue with perfection. Okay. Well, that makes him
that's
even.
A pretty good round.
Yeah, that's really good. Keeps the Navy safe, and even if he does the attack on Season 7, you'll instantly have the Navy there to build it back.
Where do you want to put the carrier and destroyer in 8 or 7?
8. Don't give him a freebie.
Yeah.
Carrier and destroyer.
Where do you want the bomber at?
Usually Kaz.
The bomber you can land in 1, 2, 3.
Yakut or Kazakh, right?
Kazakh is usually the best place.
Probably just Caucasus.
I think Kazakh is gives you more range of motion. It can hit C-Zone 61, can hit C-Zone 62 with Russian help. Gives you more.
Doesn't reach Kazakh.
Oh,
yeah, I can reach Kazakh.
It should.
Yeah,
Bombers can reach Kazakh?
Yeah.
It should,
Yep.
yeah.
Bombers can move 6.
Season 7, 3, 4 are Moscow.
Yeah, it goes to 7, 3, 4. What is that? Archangel, Moscow, Kazakh. Do you want it there, or do you want it in Archangel, though? Your call.
What?
Oh, Kazakh's good.
You want the fighter land on the carrier? Are we trying to get the carrier to 33?
Yeah.
He's got 20.
Carrier and transport to 33 and give it the fighter.
Are we holding West Russia? He's got 23 that can hit it.
Of course. Easy, should be an easy hold with all the shit you
He's got 23. What do we have? 8, 9, 11, 15, 18, 21, 22 was the U.S. fighter. The 23, yeah. Sounds close.
Doesn't the US fighter need to be somewhere else?
Oh, you mean TJ? Well, it'd be 20 to 23.
I'm gonna move the U.S. fighter to TJ most likely.
So that'd be 20 to 23 then.
Are you wanting the transport
No
from
attacks.
39 heading to the Atlantic?
Yeah, pick up the New Zealand bloke and yeah, just standard moves.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Should I move everything out of India or just 3?
I think it's okay
Maybe
to
move
leave.
everything.
I think it's okay to leave 2 there just to deter the rare Burma stack. I mean, you could move everything if you wanted, but
Yeah, probably just move everything. Gives it more positional value.
I usually like to keep at least 1 in India to threaten a Burma stack. Not that I think he would, but
I
Okay.
think that's everything. Everything. Oh, wait a minute, the guy up here. Do you want him going to Alaska or the?
You can leave
Canada.
him there. You don't have to move him until 2 turns from now. Give him more options. Not that it
Yeah,
makes a difference. I mean,
He's fine where he is. He wants to hit Alaska, that's fine.
The J1 Alaska take.
It's been done
Stranger
before.
things have happened.
Well,
I just don't think it's ever worked.
Well, it doesn't do anything except lose your units.
Okay, I've taken England as Germany in round 2, and I've taken Moscow on round 1 as Germany. It's crazy.
Well, that's a Russian tragedy if you took it on round 1.
Yeah, I
Are
took
you
a screenshot of that. I was like, this is unbelievable. All right, I think that's everything, so I'm going to lock it in.
Final
I just
answer.
don't like the fighter going to 33.
No, you need to
Personally, I
defend.
would send
You
it-
have to defend
No,
the aircraft
I
carrier
don't.
and transport.
If he wants to hit those with his fighters, that's fine. They're out in the middle of nowhere for a round. Personally, it's better to be in the fight going to Szechuan to help with trades, or going to West Russia to help hold that.
Well,
That's way more of a valuable thing than trying to
I
defend an aircraft
strongly
carrier that
disagree.
goes
That's
around.
21 IPCs that he
I
can
think
trade.
a 4v5 is just fine for us. We want that.
Yeah, but it's in the middle of nowhere. It takes 3 rounds to get it to where anywhere useful.
Well, in 3
You know?
rounds, you'll have 21 IPC bonus.
But assuming average results for Russia's trades, he's going to need fighters to help trade as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, I would have.
Yeah, I kind of like the fighter there, too. Just that
It's
deter-
it's
them sending
definitely
fighters.
the right move to put it there. Japan will pounce on that like a, like a tiger on, or a lion on a gazelle.
That big of a deal, though. If there's 2 less fighters going to another fight, you have a 1 in 3 chance to kill a fighter, and they land in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
First-
our turn.
34
Destruct.
maybe.
It's fine. I mean, to be fair, I would go out.
I can't hear you at all, Destruct.
A lot of
You're breaking up. We're breaking up a little bit there.
Yeah, about green. Hello?
I
Yep,
can hear
hey.
you.
Internet. There we go. Internet just being a bit weird. Sorry.
Okay.
I would definitely go after just the carrier alone, but it's not the carrier alone, so it's a moot point. Okay, so my usual bias
I
to
would've too.
3 transports.
Well, most people would. I just don't see it as
Yeah,
valuable.
on a pretty clear KGF, that's definitely the buy.
I am gonna hit Pearl here. I will pretty much always hit either Pearl or Szechuan. I can't hit Szechuan, so
Lately, I haven't been hitting Pearl, but we know that this is a KGF. Killing that extra carrier, destroyer, fighter, big deal.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, otherwise I'm not doing anything else, right? Otherwise I'm just hitting the 4 land territories, which is not a whole lot of usage. So, I'll send. I guess we'll do 2 infantry and a fighter to here to make him try to take this back. Send these guys to here. Also, by the way, I prefer to stack all my planes in Klingtung, even with no infantry. Hitting it is pretty suicidal for them, so...
Yeah, you can put 5 there, right?
I think so, yeah. 1, 2, 3... I think I can put 4.
Oh, because you're doing Pearl. Right, correct.
Yeah, I'm good. Cool. Should be fine. Alright. 5 versus 2. Should be fine. Better not lose on way. Do I send 1 more ship? Sure, why not? And then I think I will leave. Usually try to leave a battleship in 60, just in case. Bombers
Yeah, I
don't-
don't move that. I don't move that at all until, mind you, he does have the bomber and cause, but he doesn't really have a.
Not a lot of air, but he can hit 60. So we'll put the
Good
battleship and carrier there, I think. Okay, this is probably fine. Oh.
Doesn't sound good.
Go,
I imagine you
cruiser!
whiffed. Probably whiffed on the first round of combat.
Go, cruiser!
I missed on the
Hey!
first 2 rounds of combat. I
Oh!
use my
no.
destroyer here.
That's always a heartbreaker.
Especially the
Fine, as
destroyer.
long as the
This
No,
is
the
this
sub is
is the
gonna be
era
annoying.
of submarines now. Ooh.
Oh my goodness. What should have happened? There we go.
oh dear.
Alright. That would have been dicey.
Get the fighter. Sometimes people forget. He's rolling
I might
fast.
have to
I
buy a
can't
destroyer.
keep up.
I might have to buy a destroyer.
Yeah, it sucks to buy a destroyer turn 1. Buying destroyers, yeah, losing anything against that cruiser, you just feel wronged. Well, your other fights went pretty darn well.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, well, you had a rough start, but your later fights, you didn't lose a thing.
I mean, it's fine. I think even a bomber and fighter is not going to hit this, so like that's fine.
No, I
The
don't
annoying
think a
thing
bomber
is that-
fighter hits a battleship aircraft carrier. I think you're good.
All right, well, there's nothing too much else to be said here.
2 fighters and a bomber might have.
Yeah,
You know?
but you don't have to fight it.
No.
He's making the point. He's making the point that he would have if it wasn't in 33. Then again,
No, he
you're
wouldn't.
right.
There's
If they don't,
there's nowhere it would land.
No, it would have been in Szechuan. Anyway. That's the thing. When you think
Okay.
about it, there would have been 2 less fighters to 2 other
Assume
fights.
standard for US, right?
So.
Yeah, I'm just doing the standard.
Awesome.
I'm going to
Take Morocco.
let me think about it. Yeah, might as well. Since he's short on planes, I'll make him risk one of his precious planes if he wants it.
You're sending the battleship to.
I don't want to lose anything.
It's just a sub.
It is just a sub. Or cruiser, you mean?
Well, you know what though? If you're sending the battleship, it wouldn't have the sub partake in that fight. Instead, push it to 50, so it can get closer to the fight. Well,
I think Black Tide fights for every IPC, right? So,
Oh, I do. I agree with you though that maybe removing the sub from the fight's not a bad idea. Move it to like 50, 59 or 50, 58.
51 gets you more versatility.
Well, 50,
Since it
yeah,
gets
well,
61.
51 he can block me off with the destroyer. Well, yeah, 51 will.
If you go to
yeah.
59, he just buys a destroyer for 60, and then you're blocked. But 51, you can go around into 61.
I guess it depends if Russia plans to hit Buryatia with a fighter and 3 infantry. Do you?
I don't think so.
Okay, then it goes to 51.
What does that? What advantage does that give us, really?
Well, what it does, the advantage is it gets you extra income, and it denies Yakut and Soviet Russia for free next turn. He has to fight for that, and then those are India's units going north instead of going to India, which will allow the UK to fight in Africa instead of giving it up for free to defend India 3 timing. So it actually does a lot. And I think it actually might be a strong... I think I might even lean towards that.
You reckon?
Yeah, I would agree with that as well.
Interesting.
You
Yeah,
could even land the U.S. bomber up there.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm strafing Karelia, right?
I'd strafe all 3 targets. When they stack up 3 infantry, that gives you enough opportunity to strafe. I do a 3-way strafe, and then maybe capture Ukraine. Go for a Ukraine capture, depending. Okay.
Okay, I
56,
don't
yes.
mind heavy trading. Okay.
Well, it's
56
just a
is a nice
strafe. You're just doing strafes. And yeah, he doesn't have any planes in range of Yakut, so that also makes strafing or taking out Buryatia a little bit more attractive, in my mind. Okay.
If you want to push for that, I'll go for Bury. Okay.
I think
Yeah,
I'll add the
that's-
destroyer in there too, because I don't Well, if he wants to do a fighter and a bomber against a battleship, I'll let him. I don't care if he kills that battleship. It's not going to do anything for many, many turns.
Yeah, and I'd be getting something more useful.
Yeah, he'd be training planes that are useful now for a battleship that will be useful in 4 turns. And it's kind of a close battle, too, so I don't mind if he takes that.
Yeah,
four battles for Russia is a lot. It really is.
It is, but I think they, when they stack up that heavy, you should just do some strafes.
Yep.
Okay, does
Infantry don't hit.
It assumes that strafes are just so easy to do. He's nonchalant about it.
Well,
These are easy.
On average, it has a good result, and that's just how. If you want to be a top player, you have to do things that work out most of the time, but sometimes blow up in your face. You can't if you avoid opportunities just because they're kind of, only slightly favorable, you're giving up advantage to your opponent.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
Weird, Twitch has commercials midstream, but YouTube doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
YouTube has commercials midstream.
Yeah, I put on John's
live?
streams during. Yeah, when he's live, it'll pop out a couple of ads here and there.
On YouTube?
A lot of times when I watch stuff live, I don't have ads pop up.
Just giving you anecdotal evidence that it has in fact happened to me on John's stream.
Maybe that's. Do you have YouTube like music?
But I think John, he's raking in all that dough now that I think he just maxed out all of his ad opportunities. He's trying.
He has 1,000 subscribers. He has enough to get...
He has more. I think he's up to like 14 or 1500.
Wow, yeah. My I don't think any of my videos even have over 1,000 people, let alone 1,000 subscribers.
I'm getting close to 1,000. I know what I have.
Okay, I think this is good. You guys seen anything?
No. I really like where the bomber's going.
Yeah, I kind of like it there because it can hit Szechuan and Sikeng. It can also hit the bomber in C-Zone 17, or if he wants to go for the fighter, I can snap its neck in 14.
Yep.
Are you happy with the Gibraltar fighter?
What? Where's?
You put the US.
I am. I realize I'm giving him the opportunity to take that with the battleship, but that also gives me the opportunity to kill it next. Either I kill it next turn with my fighter that he doesn't kill, or I kill it and maybe just lose a destroyer or cruiser next turn. So he has to decide what he wants to do with that, and I'm willingly offering him that fighter there. It is
Triangulating.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's his gift for having the battleship survive a turn. His little treat. But I don't want, because if I don't put that fighter there, I won't have good odds to kill the battleship next turn, and I want to make sure it dies next turn one way or the other. He just gets to choose if he trades planes for it or trades ships. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Yep, looks good to me.
And you're right, my play style, I trade for every IPC. I try to overkill anywhere I can, for a 0.5 IPC advantage, I'll take it every time. Oh, yeah, I like your build 4 and 4. That's exactly what I would have picked.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trading hard. I need some teeth just in case he tries and stack.
Oh, I love it. Use the word teeth.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
How much income does Russia have? 23, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably, be able
23?
to save one
Oh, right.
money. If you save one income, you'll be able to buy a full max amount of infantry next turn. So that's always something to possibly.
Well, if you
Units
take
now
the
is
variation,
better
you'll
than
have
units
24.
next turn.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee that works. 3 and 4 isn't great. But...
All right. think you can lock that in.
So if you do like 2 infantry, 5 artillery or something like that. Or 5 infantry, 3 artillery.
I think I'm confident with this.
Okay. Go for it.
Yeah, I don't normally trade this much with Russia.
Yeah, well, he stacked 3 at a time, which in my opinion is a mistake. I think it's better to stack with 2, because with 3, you can get a bunch of strafes. So, like, yeah, I kind of like that in Ukraine. And then you can hit Karelia and Bello with 2 infantry, an artillery, and a tank. And I believe that puts your odds of a 1-round conquer under 10% and gives you around a 1% IPC profit on each.
Or they can all fail miserably every one of these battles.
You can all maybe even add an extra tank to Karelia, and I would add 1 infantry from Archangel to Karelia, so you have more retreat opportunities depending on how it goes.
I was gonna say add an infantry from West Russia into Ukraine, that way you can back into West Russia with the infantry.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
I know you don't need the infantry from Archangel though. You can just blitz the tank from Archangel to Karelia.
Well, the arc it doesn't matter. 1.5 that doesn't. So I'd probably maybe take 1 infantry off Archangel and then add 1 more tank.
That, yeah.
And have it blitz through West Russia.
Oh, West Russia instead.
Oh, blitzing
Not West Russia. You mean Archangel?
We'll have 1 go through each. That way you can fall back to either of those if you want.
Yeah, 1 through each.
Okay.
All right.
You guys cool with this then?
Yeah. I'm thinking if we want 4 infantry to go to Ukraine, or maybe just 3. I think 4 is fine. I think you're okay.
I think 3's pushing it.
Okay. I think 4. I don't have a problem with 4. Okay.
It's not. It wouldn't be too bad to take.
Yeah, and these are strafes. But if the strafe fails and you kill it in 1 round, that's okay too. But it's just.
Yeah, I don't mind heavy trading.
Yeah. Well, as long as it's in your favor.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. I think you're good.
Okay. Yeah. Bury's unlikely, but yeah, it's to be expected.
I think it's like over a 50 something % chance to conquer, so it should be over that. Well, if you miss everything, it doesn't look as attractive. Okay, the time to pull back. Wow. Wow, that sucked.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah, losing 2, getting nothing, but that's how it goes.
Now the fighters, I guess it's still so.
Ooh, your rolls are sucking.
So we got Ukraine.
That's good.
Great. All right.
Okay, good. You can pull back.
I'll do West Russia.
Yeah, pull back to West Russia. You should be good there.
Outstanding performance.
Oh, you went a second. Oh, okay. Well.
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
Gotta get some value. Yeah.
All right. Well.
A retreat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked out.
Okay.
Well, I need something. Bury blew up in my face, so.
Well, you should evaluate it on its own merits. But yeah.
Right, the air gun to India still, yeah?
Yep. That will allow UK to forward more help. Well, other than Buryatia, I think you had very strong. I think that was a strong turn. Just Bury. I think
that went pretty good actually, despite Bury, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. I think it's a it's a mistake to stack 3 because it allows you to strafe and it gives Russia a little bit of extra advantage. I would leave. Okay, good. Yeah, I think you're good.
Yeah, you're good safe, right? He's got no planes.
Yeah, he has no plane. That's part of the reason we went for it, is because he didn't have any planes in range.
Okay. I'll either do an arch. I don't mind trading.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to consolidate more.
I think you're correct to put it there. He should have no odds on West Russia.
Yeah, it's not a good attack anyway. Too expensive.
You happy with that, or all artillery?
I'd probably put 3 artillery into Ukraine. I don't think it will matter, but it just, gives you more teeth in case he wants to do something weird in Ukraine, which I don't know why he would. Well, actually, hold on. Let me. Okay. Yeah, I like that. He doesn't have any planes
good
in range of Caucasus. I was just looking at it because he had a transport. You're good.
Yeah. All right, I think we have a game.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I was planning on doing is blitzing Egypt, coming back, standard stuff in North Africa, adding 2 dudes, or maybe taking the transport, maybe taking 2 dudes out of North Africa to take Ukraine. Move everything sort of northeast, stack Karelia. Go ahead.
I would actually stack Egypt here, or even send. Yeah, I would stack Egypt.
Okay, I could do that. I like to do that too. That's another move I like to do. I'm just trying to play a little bit conservatively here because I'm trying to feel you out.
We're gonna have to take India pretty fast here. And get an income lead, because Russia's gonna be way too strong to go after directly. So you need to take Egypt here. I'm pretty sure. I guess the thing is they can hit it with a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the thing is if you take Egypt here and they hit it with everything, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe not. No, actually, you're right. You blitz Egypt now, and then you take it next turn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so that said, we have enough to stack Karelia. We also have enough to stack France, but I actually just want to trade France here. I want to send as many guys east as I can at the moment right now.
I mean, the thing is,
it can try to decide whether he wants to go Finland Shuck or continuing trying to take those 6 easy IPC.
I would stack France actually, if possible.
I could stack it next turn.
Why not this turn? You just deny 6 IPC.
I don't think we need to. I think that those units moving east is a better strategical option than stacking France now.
How much?
I mean, I guess technically I only really need to put, what, 4 dudes and an AA gun in France? That's probably enough.
No,
maybe 5.
A lot.
Maybe, yeah, but they got to pick. They're not going to 1-2 that. They got to pick, right? I don't think they're going to 1-2 that. I mean, I'll set my defense profile properly so the AA gun doesn't go first, because he could hit the cruiser with 2 dudes and
hit it with 6 units. So plus a cruiser. Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe don't stack France, stack it next, and then stack Karelia. Can you stack Karelia?
Yeah, we can stack it. You can bring, what, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16? You can put 5, 6, 7, 8, 15, and any 16, 17. We could put 17 without any planes. Actually, 19 without any planes. So, so I was going to build 2 artillery for Karelia and then as many infantry as I can. Oh, maybe 3 artillery, 10 infantry. It's a KGF, so I mean, obviously my job is just to hold Karelia, hold the front lines, and Japan's going to win the war. I trade as much as I can with the Russians. I like trading Russians with Germans when it's KGF as much as I can.
Yeah, I mean, I think we trade everything you can. I agree.
Okay. All right. Then it's a pretty standard move for me because that's exactly how I would approach this. So, I mean, I don't have to. I mean, I could forgo the artillery and get. Not really. math just works out better for 10 and 3. Okay. Let's boom boom save this guy on non-combat. We'll pick up dudes and land them in Libya. We'll take this guy. These. Now, we take Archangel. I can spare one. Fighter?
I would just send one to Archangel and some fighters, yeah. Maybe 2 fighters, and then
Yeah, 2.
one
Now
fighter,
it is like a 65% chance that I completely clear and only lose 2 fighters in a C-Zone 8 attack. Just don't know if it's worth it.
There's only one transport, right? I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, it's only one transport, and the chance is a real
You can
bad.
buy
I
a
mean,
bomber, right?
yeah, I didn't buy the bomber. I definitely would do it if I had the bomber. So let's use the other planes here, I guess. We're going to be moving off the coast for now. And that's it for the Germans.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I mean, I mean, there's always a chance of a double hit back in Ukraine. I could spare a 3rd infantry there just to make sure that we get it. Oh wait, no, I've got to take France. Jesus.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, France, send,
Do you need to take France? It's not even worth
Yeah,
that
do you
much.
really?
What the hell was I thinking?
I was hoping you just missed it.
Yeah, just no need to take France. It's not that important. Just let us hold it a few turns, build an IC there.
Right.
Oh, we're just bringing capitalism to the France capital.
Take that guy instead. I guess it doesn't really matter, but
In the end,
aesthetically.
it doesn't even matter.
All right. Strong.
You leave one guy out of. Oh wait, there's 2 dudes going in Ukraine, isn't it? 2 dudes, 2 fighters. Oh.
No. Karelia.
Nice.
That was a
Yeah, this
pretty
looks
clean
good,
turn
this
for
guy,
you.
Aurelia.
Well, they're not really needed there, so back here. Oh wait. Oh, I need him. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's why I didn't. I shouldn't have sent 2. My bad. Can't go there. That was a mistake. Now, you know, it's interesting here because I guess he's got British planes that can reach there. Okay, that's fine. Here with that fighter, these fighters can go to Karelia. Everybody, party. Stay there. Italy, I should have thought about. I needed 2 guys. I knew that there was a reason why I was taking the Northwest guy because I wanted 2 guys in Italy.
I don't think having more units in
oversight.
Africa really even helps.
There's a
you
slight
that
over.
much.
I mean, I kind of like that. It actually does make a difference because having that extra unit, it does make the Egypt stack. It does keep pulling your guys away from India, which gives Japan easier timing on India. So it actually does make a difference. So I apologize for that. That was my error. I mistake there. Maybe I just clicked too fast. Slow down a little bit.
You almost forgot to take France entirely.
18, 19, 21.
So Egypt is fine. You just you have to take the out of Italy. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah, what I meant to do. See, originally I pulled the Northwest Europe guy down to France, and I only had 1 guy going from Italy because I had 2 left over. Initially, that was a plan to move 2 guys into North Africa, but I pulled 2 from Italy, moving the Northwest guy into Berlin, even though it really didn't make much of a difference where I pulled them from.
Yeah, I saw
That was it was an oversight, a slight too fast to click in kind of thing. And before I ended my phase, I got to remember to say, hey man, okay, so what do you think of this? Does this give you a chance to overlook the board? I got to remind myself to do that, and if I don't, just yell at me because I'm open to that kind of criticism.
For sure, especially since what happened last time.
I know, that's exactly right. I'm gonna put 2 here anyway, just in case there's a slight chance that battleship lives, but probably won't. Okay. Good, right? All right. That, I'm gonna smoke some strategic medicine. I got a good player as my teammate. this game is looking good.
All right. Hey, we have a game this time. We're not restarting.
Right.
4 or 5
Right.
times.
Yeah, let's go.
So I'm thinking of a tank and 2 infantry for India.
I'd probably, rather than a tank, I think a artillery would be more useful. Probably 2 fighters, artillery. You don't really need more than 1 tank down there. I mean, maybe you could get a tank, but I would rather you spend that money on planes.
What are you wanting for England proper?
Well, let's see. But you want 2 fighters, an
How much money do
artillery,
we have?
and how much do you have left over after that?
If I get 2 infantry and an artillery for India, we have 27 left.
27 with 1 transport and 2 coming up from the other side.
Yeah,
That would look like-
just maybe
We
buy
have 4
another.
transports.
Maybe just buy another artillery and infantry for England.
Well, you don't have to buy anything for England this turn. You said 27.
Yeah. 27.
Well, he's going to use an infantry and an artillery to attack France, right?
Well, that's fine. You have an infantry and tank there. Maybe you could buy an artillery if you didn't want to use the tank next turn. So you could probably buy an artillery and 2 fighters, saving 4, or upgrade one of the fighters into a bomber.
Well, I think
Having
he wants
a bunch of bombers
at least.
UK is very useful.
I agree, but since he has 2 aircraft carriers, I think he's going to want 4 fighters in UK first to support the other aircraft carrier, and then maybe start thinking about making
going
bombers.
to the center of the board.
No,
Are we sending
no.
any fighters to West Russia?
30. No, I don't think so. I think the 33 one's gonna fly back to India or somewhere, and the other one is the one in Cheswan is gonna help hit Burma.
Burma, right? Okay.
Well, yeah, if
Well, you can always
could
get
even
the
buy
fighter later, or bomber later. It's gonna be another turn before the aircraft carrier
just
is
buy
even in
another
range.
infantry and artillery. You can place it UK, or you can put 2 artillery.
Would you buy a bomber and a fighter and an artillery for UK?
All right, so you want a bomber, a fighter, and an artillery for the UK?
Yes, if that's okay with you guys.
Sure.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
that's
pretty
fine.
nice.
Yep. That'll give me 2 infantry and artillery in India. That's good. And we save $1 for next turn.
All right.
Do you want to take France,
For sure.
or do you want to take Northwest?
France.
Yep.
I think France is the good option here.
What do you want to use to take it? Tank or artillery?
Artillery and
yeah.
infantry.
Yep. Artillery, infantry. Use cruiser, bombard, both fighters probably.
And then maybe for Burma, 2 infantry and all the planes in range.
Yep.
And I'd probably blitz Egypt.
Are you not retreating from Trans?
He will.
Okay.
I assume he will.
But why not? I assume the battleship dies, right? Why not take it with the infantry?
Because you
retreat
might
the tank
need
and
it to defend. You might need it to defend India. There's no Russian tanks in range to defend India. One of their fighters is out of range in Yakut, so he can't really spare anything if he wants to make India not even an option. Luckily, he hit Burma with 2, but yeah, I think that's all the. I think those are all the attacks.
All right, my blitzing back into Transjordan with the tank.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you blitz Egypt. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, that looks good for attacks.
All right, sending it.
Yeah, looks great.
I really hope you capture it. Nice.
Well, that's a good start.
Good.
Got it.
We take those.
Excellent.
We take those.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't stack France.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
he made a choice that he wants to increase
Burma too.
aggression on Russia. I don't think that's a wrong choice.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Okay, great. And put all the rest of your fleet in Sea Zone 6.
She's on 6.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because your U.S. is gonna probably take northwest. And...
Yeah, and Norway, and his planes can't reach Sea Zone 8.
And Norway, yep. That's a good idea. What do you think? You have what? Destroyer, aircraft carrier, destroyer, cruiser, destroyer. Cruiser.
I'd move everything
You think
back into India.
Do you think we could go to Sea Zone 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it doesn't really matter from Sea Zone 6.
Well, I can't reach Sea Zone 5.
No, not this turn. Next turn.
Remember to move that guy
Yeah.
from Alaska back to Western Canada. I've done that before. That's why I'd move your sub to 45. It gets more movement range. What I like to do with the Russian or the UK sub is to move it close to India so it can get plane support against their navy.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, you want to get there before destroyer blocks you.
Well, he doesn't even have
Yeah,
his
so
so
destroyer.
from destroyers.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Yeah, I can be real obnoxious with that sub. Like if you just park it on top of their battleships, like if they're not looking or don't disengage, and then they just lose their whole turn.
Yep.
All right.
Not
does
likely
that
to
look
happen.
Good for everything, where everything's moving.
Let me double check.
I don't know.
We got everything but the cruiser and the transport in Sea Zone 6.
Let's see. One thing of note is you might want to put that last fighter in Transjordan, because there's a chance I don't think he will go for India, but if he did, he might blitz that Libya tank into Transjordan to try to trade it out, and if you put that fighter there, it makes that a much less attractive fight, and you can still attack Burma with the fighter.
Yep.
Nope. Good call.
Solid.
Yep.
Struck, can you
Does
just go
the
ahead and read that
bomber-
map note so I can delete it?
Can you land the bomber in Caucasus though? It gets a little more range from Caucasus.
Yeah, I can do that.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, I can
about
see that.
I
am not.
It can attack France from Caucasus. And
Well,
We'll
the
talk
thing,
about it on our turn.
I don't want it in Kazakh because the German fighters can reach it in Kazakh.
Not Kazakh, Caucasus.
Caucasus?
Yeah, Caucasus.
I just prefer it in India because India can hit Sea Zone 61, and
It's
and it can't in Caucasus.
well, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, most of the times it can, but I mean, I don't know how important 61 is.
I
they're
think
gonna
it's
probably
very
have both
important to
battleships
zone.
there.
It's pretty important.
He doesn't have a destroyer, so he's gonna have to make some tough choices with his navy positioning, or buy
Well, yeah.
a destroyer.
It's an important zone, but I don't know how important one bomber threatening 61 is.
Well, what
like-
does it accomplish in Caucasus?
It can hit France. It threatens France. Because it can hit France and land in UK.
Oh, I think either choice is fine. I don't think it makes a big difference. I prefer
Just have
India,
a little
but
more
I think
pressure.
Caucasus. There's some there's something to be said for that as well. You pick
Yeah,
either.
yeah,
I
just
think it's okay.
A little more pressure on France is always nice, just to make them think a little more, gives us more options.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put it
Yeah.
in caucus.
I think that's pretty good. But India's still good. You still want to try and limit the Japanese fleet movement as much as possible, right?
Yeah, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. They own the Far East, so you couldn't. I guess it's just not as likely to be useful because of the fleet they have. That'd be counting on them to make a mistake.
I think either option is well. It's
But
not just
he
about
can
making a
easily
mistake. It's about zoning them, forcing them to put more there to
forcing him
defend.
to reinforce.
Because right now, if he wants, he can put a naked transport in 61 and not defend it at all.
Well, we could can opener them, but
And the other thing is, like, he's gonna be probably putting something in. Well, no, we failed Buryatia. I don't think it matters. I don't think either's fine. I don't think you need to put too much brain power in this.
I mean, giving Japan more work's pretty solid as well. It's slowing them down.
I guess I don't know. I like France because it's a
Yeah,
KGF
Caucus is still good. Just go for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna end it. All right, over to Japan.
Talk to me, Goose. Yeah, by the way, that was another thing you might not. I don't know if you're used to that or Friday Night Blitz or not. Well, if you are, if you've watched it before, but generally, you're probably wondering why we're giving away all of our secrets. But this is kind of a learning channel. My channel has always been based on a learning channel, so we're trying to teach people the a higher level, advanced type of way to play the game. Generally speaking, that's what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
I do like the destroyer though. I think that's a good buy here. He's got 2 allied subs in the Pacific, and they can be a royal pain in the ass if you don't take care of that.
Yeah, but I think the problem is the destroyer doesn't even take care of it, right? Because he's just gonna dance around.
Well, it prevents
outside the
him.
destroyer range, and
It prevents him from planting his submarine in a non-combat move. Like he said, because they can stick that on a fleet stack, and it causes all kinds of problems for the.
as long as you disengage, it's not a problem.
Right, right.
Don't do it. I just don't really think that because one destroyer. Okay, well then he still has 2 subs, so he can force me to trade a destroyer, or it's like.
Yeah, you don't have to get the destroyer. I'm just saying that I'm not against it if you decide to do that.
I
to do
think
it,
for now we're
obviously.
gonna hold off.
I think we
we're
got
gonna
pretty
push
good
it.
time. I think we got pretty good round 3 timing on India here.
I think it's gonna be 2 bombers and then 3 land units.
Yeah, that's about right.
I put a battleship and a carrier in each sea zone. Like,
You're gonna leave. You're gonna have 2 of those infantry that are currently in Anhui. They're gonna be in Kwangtung at the end of this turn, right?
one of them will be.
One of them. Okay. I'm doing the math here real quick. It looks like that's about right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll just leave the 2 guys in Buri. If he wants to hit it again, that's fine. It doesn't really cause a problem.
Yeah, just a quick question. Round 1, you didn't get the tank, which is normally better for an India timing.
It's because when I have to buy 3 transports.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can
only
still
have
buy
one.
3 transports.
Yeah, but
Still
then
have
but he
enough
doesn't
units.
get he doesn't get 3 units. He only gets 2 units.
And I only get 2 units. Yes, technically you're right. I can only send the right. But the thing is, the tank is only valuable because it can move 2 for the usual timing. In this case, I only have 1 transport that's gonna end up dropping to Union. So
Right.
doesn't really make
You're
sense
right.
to have.
The math is right. The
That's
math
it.
is exactly right.
Okay.
I mean, it would be a harder hitter, yes, but in the grand scheme of things, it's the 1 infantry, the 1 tank. I don't think it matters this much. Yeah, this fighter will land. These fighters. I don't think there's anything else to do with them really. Nothing can hit really. Guess we just put battleship there.
AP's bang on even right now.
Yeah. So the what is it? The Wake Island fighter is going to land in 61 this turn, or 60.
Um, 36
36. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right.
on the carrier.
Good. To me. Oh, hitbacks would be awesome. Did he get a hit back? I didn't watch. You're too fast.
No, he did not. No hitbacks. Yep, so we'll grab these guys and toss them here. This fighter here. It doesn't really hurt to put the fighter here. We'll send one more guy to here to make it a little harder, and then we'll send one back to here, and then I don't think there's a run to. There's not a real threat on the fleet in 60. I will do just this.
61, you mean?
61, yeah, sorry. Just what? One bomber? Not even
Just the
one
bomber. Just the bomb. Well, the bomber can't even hit, right?
Bomber-
Yeah.
The bomber, if US takes such one, bomber could hit.
Yeah, they can opener it. It's just, but it
not
is
really
just
a
a single bomber.
So that.
That's why I said. That's why I said it actually doesn't matter if you take the Wake Island fighter in. Well, you could have put him in 61 if you wanted to as well, though.
Battleship carrier 2 fighters. That's what we are. Well, 60 or 36 is better, right? Because it's to India. So if I don't want to pull the carriers back, then my life gets better.
Yeah, I don't know what others are hearing, but you're breaking up to me.
Yeah, you're
Like
getting
not breaking up, but
robotic.
staticky. Like I'm still gathering what you're saying, but it's like it's staticky at weird times. I don't know if it's your mic or not. Are you like on a laptop or something, or?
Yeah, it's just my internet's not super great. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
solid
okay.
buy.
Probably what it is then.
Okay.
Good turn, man.
So,
Turn.
well, I'm thinking about what I want to do with India. Is
I assume they have timing.
oh, I see. You didn't put two.
Or
I
was it
thought you were going to
dicey?
put 2 artillery in India. So I am. It would have been nicer if you had 2 artillery, but you should still have really good odds on a Burma strafe. You should definitely
Yeah,
hit
that's what I was
Burma.
thinking.
Yeah,
I
if
was
you
thinking of straight from that.
with an extra artillery, it'd be
I don't
even
think you have-
juicier. The
I
question
don't think the odds are
is,
that good.
do I need to add that fighter from Transjordan to help you, or can I kill his battleship?
I think killing the battleship is more important at this time.
I think
Well-
you should be able to do both. It's just a little less likely you would one round it.
Yeah, well, he should get a really good strafe on Burma, which makes his odds poor. Well, I think I'm going to do this purchase anyway, so I'll just do the purchase first. Well, actually, no. Maybe I only want 2.
Are you assuming I send the Russian fighter down as well?
One fight? Yeah. You definitely send that one fighter.
I can hit Ukraine and send it down.
Right.
Okay.
Do you guys want to use the mulligan? Is the question.
Not really,
For
unless
India
we're
or for Burma?
mullet.
For India, to decide if I should use that
Well, you'd have to
Fighter.
do Burma before, right?
Yeah, would have to do the strafe first.
Yeah, well, I'm just wondering how close it will be. Maybe Russia can send that. I think Russia can probably afford to send some infantry down to Persia and maybe the tanks in Caucasus. So even if he does take the YOLO India fight, you could retake it, and UK would still be able to build there. What do you think of that?
You want me to abandon West
Solid.
Russia?
I'm not saying you still might be able to hold West Russia. Or maybe what you could do is maybe even stack Ukraine, give up West Russia, stack Ukraine, send some. Well, I don't know how
That
attractive.
Ukraine sounds insane to me.
Yeah, he might be able to just stack Archangel.
What stops, or even maybe not West Russia, but the Japanese planes are still in range to land. Not that I think they're full committing to India, but they're still in range.
Oh, I don't think he has the option of stacking Caucasus. You have too much shit. Or even if he does, we just take Karelia.
Well, no, they can't stack the Caucasus. You mean West Russia or Arch?
Yeah. Maybe what I can do is I'll just use the destroyer to hit the battleship and leave the fighter out. What do you guys think that? And then just land the fighter.
Oh yeah,
in India.
that'll work. That'll work.
What?
I'll only use one fighter on C-Zone 15 instead of 2.
Yeah. Yep. Less odds than one round. You risk more of a plane, but.
Yeah, it's a little risk. Well, this is where I really wish I could use a calculator, because if I could use a calculator, I could. And we also don't know how that Burma strafe is going to be. It should be a pretty strong one, but maybe we'll just play safe. Maybe I'll just play safe there. See how it goes.
8 infantry attacking on Burma?
8 infantry and artillery and 3 planes.
That's, I don't know.
Yeah, that's 10 versus we have 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 2 extra units. It's definitely a strong attack.
They have higher quality dice. That's the thing.
I don't know
Much
that
better
they
quality
do.
dice. Yeah.
I'd take that fight every time. You can't not take that fight.
Yes, I think we take the fight, but I don't think it's as one-sided as.
Yeah, I was planning on 2 artillery being there instead of 1, but it is what it is. Okay, how does this look to you guys?
Yep.
Looks good.
All right.
Yeah, I guess, all right.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
And he missed.
I was not expecting that.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna land that fighter there. Can you, UK, can you set your defense profile to... well, it's up to you if you want to set the defense profile to fighter first in case Germany wants to go all in and hit that fighter. My fighter would die instead of your tank. Is that something you're interested in?
That seems kind of silly.
Oh, you never know. Well, the thing is, I don't know the India dice. So, I mean, it's a if it kills my plane, then you'd have a tank and the plane to go to India.
Yeah.
Versus if he attacks it, you'd lose your tank and you'd have less to defend India.
You think bomber first would be better than losing the fighter? Sending the bomber there.
There's no bomber.
There's no. I'm not going to send my bomber there.
Okay.
I'm asking you. Because if you want to do that, you need to do that, and then let me reload out of the game, so that is your active defense profile.
I don't know. That just seems.
That's interesting.
A waste.
Well, I can't. I don't know what the India odds are because I don't have a calculator, and it's only a.
You guys can use it.
It's only a -4 IPC lost. You know what? It's probably not worth it. I think that's a silly attack, and I guess that fighter would be left over to retake India. So maybe you don't need to do that.
Yeah, like I said, it'll be fine.
It is an interesting.
I think India's going to be fine.
Do you want to land the bomber deeper into Africa so it is in range of India?
Oh,
Where it is landing now, it can't hit India from there.
yeah, I guess I could land it. That's you bring up a good point. I'll put it in Caucasus.
It allows a retake potentially.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good observation, KH.
Next.
Okay, and I think that's about it. Does that look good to you guys?
Yep.
Yeah, well,
good.
We're holding India. All right.
I guess I'll move these guys up here to give me a little bit more flexibility. Yeah, should be a pretty easy India hold. But I can't use a calculator, so I'm like, probably is fine.
Yeah.
We just need to hold India for one more round, right?
Well, I mean, we got the extra AA gun there from Russia. We got the fighters. We're gonna get a strafe on Burma that should probably put us, I don't know, 6 to 10 IPCs ahead.
Guys, I'll be right back. I let my dogs out, so take your time on Russia.
All right. Well, I can get another artillery here. We'll save the one.
Okay, I think that build's fine.
You want the West Russia fighter in India.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah, so you can use it to hit Ukraine and then come down, and then your other one can hit Archangel.
Yeah.
What do you think about sending your 2 infantry to hit Far East there? Is that
Not a bad idea.
Well,
You sure? I think I'm done playing over there.
I think that's okay. I think that's well.
See what happens.
I don't think he's gonna end up going for India, but I think he's going to end up. Well, the units are probably gonna die no matter where you put them, so I think going for Far East is fine. I would not go for Belorussia. I don't think you want to overtrade here. Want to maintain that unit strength so you can hold. Yeah. And I would also trade using maybe the units in West Russia in case you want to move the Caucasus guys down south.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yep.
You want me to overcommit to Ukraine or just go even?
I would go even. I would just go even. If you fail, so be it, but don't want to keep giving him extra infantry.
Should I commit a artillery to Archangel to make sure?
No, I don't think you need. If you fail Archangel,
I've been let down.
If you fail Archangel,
it's okay.
Many
times.
In fact, you could even consider just giving up West Russia if you wanted.
If I give up West Russia, then I can trade Belo, right?
I in any case, I wouldn't trade Belorussia. I think you don't want to overtrade. In fact, I don't think you want to overtrade. You might, in fact, even want to just. Oh no, you have to trade Ukraine because of the fighter range. Yeah, it's a fine line of trading too much as Russia, and
because I mean I can give up West Russia. You want me to send units to Persia and bring my tanks to the Caucasus,
I don't
right?
think you need to send units to Persia. I think you're fine.
At least the tanks in the Caucasus, right?
Well, let's see how these fights play out, and then we can make that decision.
Okay. Alright, I'll lock it in if you guys are happy.
Looks good to me.
Yep, alright.
Nice.
Alright, got Arch.
Nice.
My trades don't usually go this well, by the way.
Yeah, well, you had some bad Buryatia luck last turn. This is just some comeuppance.
Nope. Let's see if those guys have any fight.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
gonna
pull
retreat
back.
here, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah, that didn't.
So he's killed 3 for the price of none there. That kind of sucks.
Well, that's just how it goes.
Right, do I stick to a West Russia?
Yeah,
hold?
that fighter in
The
India.
one fighter.
One fighter to India.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah. How are you guys feeling of that?
I think that's fine. I don't have a calculator, but he should not have India odds because that Burma strafe, we have a lot of crap, and if he takes it, I can recapture it with the U.S. If you might even want to put 1 infantry in Novo just to force him to risk it.
Yeah,
Well, he does have, I think, 20. What is it? 22 that can hit. 23 that can hit West Russia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's no way we can hold West Russia.
Yeah, it's 23 that can hit West Russia.
We've got like 17 there.
23, that much? Oh yeah. And how much do we have here? Yeah,
Currently 18.
that is looking.
I'd say he has better dice than me.
Well, I mean that's just how it goes. Yeah, I think you're right. I think maybe what we should do here is maybe put the tanks in Caucasus. I wonder if we can, put everything in. Put the tanks in Caucasus. Maybe move 1 infantry to Persia. Then
Instead of artillery.
You have to leave 1 in West Russia.
yeah, definitely want to leave 1 in
no.
West Russia. Yeah, just
I want a dead zone arch.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
say pull the
thanks, Coach.
infantry back to Russia itself, except for 1.
Sort of an inside joke.
Mm-hmm. Only don't leave
and
anybody
move
in
the
West Russia
AA
if you want to
gun
start a
too.
new game.
Yeah. And I'd move the artillery up to Russia as well, all of them.
All right, looks good. I think. Unless you want me to send an
Well,
extra
the other
artillery
question
down to
is
Persia.
should we try to stack Kazakh? It might be better for you to move everything, like the 3 artillery and tanks to Kazakh, because that should, and the fighter to Kazakh, because I don't think he can trade it then. Might as well, because I don't think he's
he
going to
would
go
have-
for India, so might as well give him some trouble. So you can do that with 3, a tank, 3 fighters. Can his bomber hit that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
So a
I think I
bomb.
want to preserve artillery though.
Well, let's see. How many units would that be? Would that be a... Maybe you don't need to move that
Yeah.
infantry to Persia. Maybe you move that other infantry into Kazakh. Maybe put it there. I think that should be IPC negative for him.
Yeah, but he's got 3 infantry, a tank, 3 fighters,
3
And-
bombers.
3 bombers. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but those are... He only has 3 land units, and you have 9 units there, and then you're going to start eating into his planes. I don't think that's a good fight for him. Well, I'm
I
not
think
sure.
taking out the Russian tanks and plane, I think they would.
Well, it's a judgment call. Maybe instead of moving the one from Novo, you could move that to Kazakh as well. Oh, wait, you still have guys in Moscow, right? Can't you move those guys in Moscow down to Kazakh as well? Yeah, you have artillery there. Okay, that should... Yeah, that's 10
Yeah, you
units.
happy with that then?
Yeah, then that's 10 units.
I wouldn't even move that guy into Novo then. I'd stick him down there as well.
Well,
Yeah.
the reason I like the guy in Novo is he only has 2 infantry in Sikang, so he has to send 1 to Evenki and 1 to Novo. And if you put a unit there, there's a, probably a less of a chance that he conquers it since he can only hit it with one.
I think that's good. I outnumber him, and I'll bite into his heavy material within the first round, ideally.
Yeah, I think looking like this, it looks. I think this is about as good as it gets.
Okay. You guys happy? I'll lock it in.
I have no idea.
I think it's
Trust in you
good.
guys.
Well, we don't have a calculator, but it shouldn't be an attractive fight for him. And if he does go for it, it's definitely, well, it should cost him a shit ton of planes.
Yeah,
And
I feel like if I was playing like Husky, he'd hit that. He'd hit that.
Oh yeah, I probably yeah.
Actually,
That
can your
would
one
cripple
plane land
Russia.
there? Can your one plane from Archangel land there?
oh, remember the guy from Ukraine should be going to
Yes.
India. The
Yeah, you're
Ukraine-
right. It actually should be
Yeah,
able to
yeah.
land there.
Sorry about that. I'm getting confused.
Yeah, and the
Sorry.
okay, that looks better.
I was gonna say the Archangel plane can land in Caucasus,
Yeah.
Okay,
or not
Yeah,
Caucasus, but Kazakh.
Kazakh. Yeah, I think
it's there now. Yeah.
okay, I like it.
Yeah. The planes in India. Everything else is in Kazakh and Moscow. We good?
Yep, I like it. Just make sure to place 4 units in Caucasus. Those bombers.
Yeah.
If he just flies in with 4 German.
There's an AA
plane-
gun there. I don't think he does anything weird like that.
Okay, just yeah. As long as you place like 4
Of
other
course,
units there. Roche is probably just drooling, licking his chops, saying, bombers.
Yeah, the way we were looking at France until he realized he forgot it.
All right.
Okay, I like the look of this board.
Well, the way I would approach this is I would stack West Russia, take Ukraine with as much as I can, take France and Northwest, and build a whole shitload of fucking infantry and artillery.
What the heck was that?
Take. Oh, Egypt too. Stack Egypt. Destruct.
You could stack Algeria.
I
Yeah.
definitely think Egypt for sure, and then yeah, it's just land. I mean, you can definitely stack West Russia here, so you'll do that. But I don't think much a whole else happens. I think if you can also
Oh.
mini stack Ukraine, that's good to prevent the take back.
Yeah,
if possible.
That's what I'm.
I'm
Well, I'm
not
gonna try
sure.
and take it and not lose anything.
You don't really choose that. I mean, the problem is he has 3 tanks that can move to hit both West Russia. Probably it's better to just hit.
Yeah, but if
Just
he
to
does that,
stack West
well, that's gonna break the cause stack right away. If I go to West Russia, he can't stay in cause.
Yeah. But I'm saying the question is.
Because I'm still gonna hold Karelia.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put everything in Karelia now into West Russia, and everything in the Baltics going into Karelia, building 2, and the things are gonna
Yeah,
be there.
and then you just are you gonna stack France? I don't
I
think you
can
stack
do
France.
that too. Do that now too.
Yeah, let's do that. Trade
But-
everything and then stack.
I mean, the option is to not stack France, not move out, build a force in Berlin that can really pound back at some artillery, that kind of stuff. And approach it that way too. But I think it's easier to stack it.
I think I'd rather stack it here. This his. Yeah, I
Alright.
think I'd rather stack it here. Yeah, just trade everything.
te-
So stack France. Yeah, and then trade everything. I would send infantry, artillery, maybe to the Archangel just to get it, and then a fighter. Maybe 2 infantry, 2 fighters. Okay.
I
Maybe
don't need it
use
if I'm. I don't really need it if I'm stacking West Russia. I mean, other than the point of actually just killing Russians.
You kill Russians, yeah, and you make them take the land, right? Otherwise, you can hit an infantry to Vologda. You just take their stuff, right? That's the point.
Well, let's do the easy one first. there's actually the option of blitzing right through Egypt and hitting Sudan with that tank. No. Yeah. I mean, you're going to hit India, right? I think the odds are in our favor in that. I think we still have odds on that.
I'm pretty sure the odds should be in our favor. So it really depends on how this game goes, to be fair.
Right. I mean, I could blitz that tank right through Egypt and see if I could peg off his tank. Fans.
50-50 to take a unit out?
Yeah. If I take out that tank, that's huge.
Yeah, you can try. I would prefer not to. Just save the tank for Africa. Like it's if
yeah.
I'm
not going to, but I was thinking about it.
I don't think so.
It had crossed my mind. How many are we gonna send? Let's. What did he bring? France. So 2 for the British. And then what? 4 for the 5? The Americans? 5 land? And then he's got 1, 2, so that's 7. Bomber can reach 8. So the cruiser 9. We can hit that with 9. France can hit that with 9. 7 right now. But 2 AA guns there. Probably just 1 AA gun. And then and this. I don't need the plane. Here. Archangel, huh? All right. 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 can hit West Russia. We'll have 6, 15, 16. Pretty good defending 16.
I think no matter what was stacking West Red. I think
yeah, but the question is, do I want to keep 2 defending infantry at 2, go after 2 attacking infantry at 1? I think the smarter move is to not attack Archangel here. I'm gonna not do that.
I think it's fine. I can land. No. I can land fighters in West Russia.
Well, not if you're attacking India.
Well, if I attack India, yes, but here's what I would do. I would send 1 infantry fighters after that. They're mostly not going to hit back twice, and so
hold on, Chase. Okay, I'm sorry, I missed that last part there.
You could send 1 infantry, 3 fighters after Archangel. Little risky, but then you get the best of both worlds. You don't need to take the land, usually.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. I'm just not feeling the luck. I'm not feeling the luck.
It's only 10% for them to hit back both. I mean, it's not that bad, right?
Oh.
Assuming you kill them in 1 round.
I think that.
Oh, but you retreat regardless of what happens. You just take 1 round.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's up to you. I would prefer this, but it's up to you. It's the fight detail. It doesn't really matter a whole lot.
There's always a chance I could. There's always a chance I could lose one in West Russia as well. That's the problem, right? I don't think we have enough, unless you have fighters there to hold it. But I think you have India.
I think
you have India.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think we don't know that. So We'll see. I think it's fine either way.
All right, I'll just take
Yeah. 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 Sorry, I can take a step into. Yeah, the tanks are not in range of Corellia, so it's fine.
just for now. We'll just do some math afterward.
Yeah.
Now do I have? So I got these planes now, so I can go one more here, more here. Feels good. And I guess I'm moving these tanks anyway, so I guess they're just gonna go there now anyway. Ain't got no ways to go. That's it. Well, I mean, I could send 7, so it's gonna be 7, 8, 9. I think we're gonna need at least 10 in France. Hopefully we don't lose one. If we do, I'll send another one. Put it that way.
I think it's fine. Yeah, I think that can be fine.
I agree. Oh, France, 8 infantry only hit once.
That's all
Let me
you
hit
need.
back.
Isn't on average they supposed to hit once?
1.25.
1.25. Well, it rounded down to 1.
Like that. Oh no, this is not the time for you guys to start getting hits like that.
I think it's the perfect time for hitbacks. 100%
agree.
hitbacks.
Those are your only 2. I got to send those extra planes. God damn. Gee.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I say is you can never have enough overkill. You can never have too much overkill.
There is no kill like overkill.
That's right. I had one battle in one of my like General Leagues game where I hit with 15 planes and all of them missed. And then they got double hitbacks with 1 infantry. 15 planes,
Oh, yeah.
all of them missed. All those fighters. I don't even know what the odds of that happening. 1/2 to the 15th power, but it happened.
I'll talk to you in a second. Literally take.
I think that's attacking fighters in a nutshell.
Yeah. 1 in the 15th power.
1/2 to the 2 times 2 times 2.
Now,
times
am I
2.
leaving Berlin a little bit light? You can only hit it with basically the UK, and US have 1 unit that can hit it.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Be afraid of that Caucasus bomber, KH's brainchild.
Hey, if we can bring.
I think I
4
can comfortably leave 10 in Berlin, right? I mean, that's safe. That's safe, right?
I don't know. He's got.
I'm not
a lot
asking
of
you. I'm
planes.
asking my partner.
Yes, I think 10 is safe.
Okay.
I don't
I don't know if you
about
can
that
hear me
one.
because my internet is not great.
Oh, I got
I
it.
think 10 is. If you also want to do it, it's you could lose a lot of material.
I don't know. It'd be expensive, but it's exciting.
I think it's probably like a 1 in 3 chance of taking it.
Yeah, probably.
Of
Be
course,
8 versus 10.
I actually in my Generals League versus Snoopy, I was so far behind
Alright.
that I took a 20%
guys.
on Berlin. I just said I don't think I have a 20% chance of winning this game, so I'm doing it.
All right. So what do you want to do, Ben?
Well, I don't think we're that desperate for Berlin.
I agree.
That'd be exciting, but yes.
Whenever you use
I'll
the
be
word
upset.
exciting, you scare me. That's my trigger word.
Should we get a destroyer for India?
No, they already have Egypt. What are you? I guess you're defending the U.S. fighter, but if he wants to screw up his logistics for a U.S. fighter, let him.
Yep. So you're gonna have the transport in 23, so you're gonna want 2 dudes for that. You're gonna want 2 dudes for the one you have in London. You have 1 extra tank there. So at the minimum for ground purchases for London would be 3 infantry, with 3 infantry for India being, 18 of whatever we have. So it leaves us 20 to spend.
You're not going up to 10 to pick up the other infantry?
Yeah, wait, 22 would go to 10. I'm talking about the aircraft carrier to 23.
Oh, yeah. So you want another plane then? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that one will be there. So next turn, yeah, you would need another 2.
Yeah, you could
So-
buy 2 fighters, you could buy a bomber, and upgrade some things into like artillery.
All right, so you want 3 ground in England.
Yeah, at least the minimum, yeah.
That leaves us 29 for India.
I don't think you need to over defend India. Maybe just get an artillery, 2 infantry. I don't think we have to even add anything after that strafe. He's gonna be, and even if you do lose India, we'll just retake it.
Yeah.
We have the
All right,
U.S.
so-
and UK set up. Or
Although,
Russia.
why the artillery? If the strafe goes badly, the artillery is going to defend the same as the infantry.
The artillery is to deter a Burma
Good
stack.
point.
Like if he put that
Oh, yeah.
artillery in India last turn, that Burma strafe would be even stronger.
Okay.
So it's not about
It
defending.
just- Yeah, that makes sense. It's just more utility that way.
Probably want at least 1 fighter for that other aircraft carrier that's coming up.
That leaves us with 8.
May as
swap
well
the
just-
infantry for a
Maybe you could
tank?
get a tank. Yeah, maybe a tank for India. Defends a little better.
Leaves us
We
with
have-
5.
We could.
You could just buy more another infantry and then put it in the UK. It's okay to have more. That way you can cut infantry
okay.
next turn. It's okay to overstuff it.
That's fine.
All right, sending it.
Yeah.
All right, and then we're going after Burma, correct, with everything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep, that's probably more important, but France only has 9/11. Yeah. I'm here. Yeah. Oh.
What do you want to do in the Atlantic? Do you want to take northwest? Or not
They've got
northwest? Finland?
5.
Yeah,
1, 2,
northwest. Finland, the US is going to take Finland. You don't need to take it.
Yeah, and you only have 1 transfer, so you may as well take the northwest. There's no reason to go. Well, the US could hit northwest, I guess, but you're probably going to go on the Med, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna. He doesn't have any planes in range to contest the med shock, so I'm gonna do that.
You know, though, if we skipped Finland and hit northwest instead as the US.
I'm not gonna hit northwest. I'm gonna hit Italy, and I need to put
Oh,
more
no,
in
I
it
was talking about what's the Norway guy?
with the Norway. I'm gonna get Finland. It's free.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just thinking if we optimize, the UK could take Baltics and the US could hit northwest with Finland, the Norway guy. That way we could take more important places. We can get Finland another time.
I think northwest is just better.
I mean,
Or if
Germany's
the UK
unlikely
took,
to trade Finland, right?
What?
yeah, but if you trade I don't know. I was just.
I
thinking that
want
if,
want that transport to go back and do something useful.
Yeah, that's probably a good point.
All right, so what sea
Yeah.
zone do you want to be in? Do you want to be in
I'd say 8.
8, or do you want to
Yeah,
be in 6?
8. See, he can't hit
Yeah.
C zone 6, so you don't have to defend it.
Yeah, it's probably better.
Maybe even do a strategic bombing raid, since you're gonna have so much overkill in northwestern. Bomb Berlin.
You want to bomb Berlin, Ben?
Yeah.
No. I'd rather not risk it when they have the income and the production slots. Doesn't seem like it's much worse of a risk.
It's IPC
what about
profit.
Karelia?
It's a profit. If you don't have any, if you're not gonna bomb it, then put it on northwest. But I love bombing with the UK.
You could bomb with the Karelia IC.
I don't like the Karelia IC
Yeah.
because it has a smaller profit margin because you can only bomb do up to 4 damage on it. So I usually
get that, but Germany's always going to spend on Karelia.
Yeah.
Unless
Well,
we
Yeah.
he will eventually spend on Berlin too. It's just a matter of if
okay.
he does it now or later. But I
Yeah.
like the bomb.
If he doesn't do it now, then it will just stack. We'll bomb it next turn, and then, yeah. If you were the bombing rate, it'd definitely be Berlin or Italy. And Italy doesn't matter because the U.S. will
I don't
probably
think
take
we're
it.
that far behind to rely on strategic bombings.
No,
just yet.
you don't do strategic bombings in the Allies when you're behind. It's what I love doing it as UK when there's no use. It's IPC positive to do strategic bombing raids.
Yeah, I just don't like taking
trade-
risks.
When it gets shot down, but round one.
Well, it does.
Even if it's a small risk.
That's just the risk you take. It's one of those things that as UK, you want to trade and exchange your IPCs for Germany as much as you can, and then let the US build the knockout blow. Or that's my strategy.
I wouldn't bother using the bomber in Northwest, though. It's already overkill. and
Okay, yeah, I'm
give it
kind of
more
warming
movement.
up to what you're saying, yeah.
Well, you should put it to use. I mean, bomb Northwest, fine, or bomb, but put your units to use.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a low risk, but if it does happen, it limits our options. And you don't get much out of it this early.
You do.
It'll probably be up
If
for
you
it.
hit it, that's like killing an infantry. On average, it's like infantry or artillery every time you succeed killing it. Every little advantage adds up, especially early on.
Yeah,
On average, it just nets you 1.
Yeah,
I'm actually surprised you're not up for it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
You tell me you tell me what you want to do with the bomber, Ben. It's your bomber.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I would just skip using it this turn.
what are you planning to do with it?
Land it somewhere closer to the front line. 'Cause
Land
if
it where?
bombs Berlin,
Yeah.
if it bombs Berlin, they can't really land anywhere.
Well, if you're not
Save
going to
near the
bomb,
center.
you should attack Northwest unless you have a specific plan for it. If just landing nearby is not a specific plan.
Well, if you attack Northwest, it just limits its movement. At the very least, you can go into Africa. 5, and then go from there.
I mean, you could attack Northwest
Or go the-
and land in Moscow.
Yeah, I guess it's just unnecessary.
You never know; everything could miss,
Yes.
and he could get 2 hit backs.
No kill like overkill, right? So,
Yeah. There's no such thing as too much overkill.
But yeah, it's your decision.
Yeah, it can land in Persia, but I don't.
You don't want to land in Persia. That's where to have 2 planes where Japan can land. That's just a silver platter there.
Oh yeah, that's Persia's got 2 infantry. Yeah, that'd be the ideal location for Persia, but yeah, I guess just bomb Berlin.
Okie dokie. Everything else look good?
Yep, I think that's good.
Take no credit if it gets shot down.
It happens.
Yeah, no, that's totally on you guys. I would have just.
You know,
Not on me, man.
You
Not on
can't
me. I was not
you
arguing
can't
for
miss
it.
out on optimal play just because there's a chance things can go bad. You know,
I mean, I like
that's-
the idea of landing it in Kazakh. I think it'd be safe there, but
I like to bomb if I'm being.
I wouldn't land it in Kazakh because the German planes can reach there, and Russia may not be stacking that next turn. Then that would
yeah,
kind of
that's
what do you say? That kind of handcuff Russia into doing something.
that's a good point. I just like it being in the center of the board more than anything.
Oh,
And
okay,
it can't
nice.
really.
Bomber lives.
All right.
All right, killed an artillery
Yeah,
there.
we take
one
that. We take that.
one German
Oh, that's
artillery
good,
dead.
though. Yeah. We just took out 2 places of the map.
Damn, you're rolling hot. But save those dice for Burma. Oh, he hit back.
Not a big deal. Also, it probably wouldn't have even that. Oh, you didn't have 2 infantry to take.
Well, that was not impressive.
That was very lackluster.
2 hits? Yeah. What'd they hit back?
2 hits.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I think you have to go again. Yeah. Your odds of taking it are very low, so.
Well, yeah, we don't want to take it. Now,
Or-
don't. But after they roll, let's stop and think for a little. 3.
3 hits? I think you go again.
Well, let's see. How many units do we have? Yeah, I think he's right. I think we should go again.
Yeah, we got.
Our rolls have been pretty poor, though. But I think we have to go. There's only 4 units against 4 with 3 planes. That's definitely something you want to...
Yeah, I think we press on.
Yeah.
Try and get those artillery.
Damn, that sucks.
We took them all.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't.
Well,
horrible,
Only cost
man.
us 1.
India's probably still safe since that was the majority of their.
yeah,
numbers,
and
so.
yeah, I mean, you lost 18, we killed 34. He's probably gonna smash it, but he can't. He can only hit India with 4 units.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
that worked.
Well, it was
Yeah,
a pretty
4 is
good
not enough.
attack. I mean, your first roll was pretty garbage. But,
Yeah. They got a little under average. The Jade bombers from Japan can't hit anymore either, so.
yeah, that's true.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget the Transjordan or the Persia infantry.
Yeah, he's by the Americans. The bomber can really only land back in the UK.
Can
It doesn't
land
have
in
to say-
Moscow. I think Moscow's fine.
No, it cannot
Oh,
be in
it's
Moscow.
no,
Oh, it
it's
can't?
1, 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't put that in Caucasus.
It can land in Africa, or it can land in Caucasus or Berlin.
Let's see. I guess you could put it in Algeria, right? If you wanted. Not. Oh no, a tank can hit. Yeah, I'd probably put it back in UK. Everywhere else is
Yeah.
too scary.
That's yeah.
And isn't it the best feeling in the world getting a bombing raid and no hit backs? It's just like free money.
Oh
It
yeah, when
is,
it
it
works
really
out. It polarized. It's complete
Even
polar
if you
opposite
roll the
when
one,
it's
it
shot
feels
down.
good.
Well, kind of, but yeah.
Don't forget to move that sub up to like 37 and the Persia infantry into India.
I was actually thinking about maybe putting the sub in
47.
48.
Yeah, I think 47 is probably better. Oh, 40. Can you reach 48?
Yep.
I
Yeah.
prefer 37 because that can hit C-Zone 34. Because if he decides to go to C-Zone 34, you're going to have a sub and 4 planes. And I don't want him to take that U.S. fighter. Oh wait, no, he can't even
He
hit
would
that
only-
with land units. Yeah, he has no land units to hit it with. Okay, never mind. As you were, 48's fine.
He'd have to air raid that.
Well,
Would-
actually, maybe 47 because he can land in 38 with his boats, and then you couldn't reach him. Yeah, I think 47 is
just be a-
better. My U.S. sub can hit anywhere that your 48 can hit. Yeah, 37 or 47 are both okay.
Japan's got an infestation going on.
You know, hey, would
Yeah.
you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, it's just it just doesn't work.
Well,
No, it doesn't work.
one other thing is maybe putting your cruiser in C-Zone 13 might be good in case Japan moves its bombers up. It would make I can do a med shock a little bit more efficaciously.
Doesn't make a difference.
Well, if Japan moves its bombers in range, that will make my med shock safer.
Oh yeah, no, that makes a difference. That trying to figure. I was really looking for a better place to land that UK bomber. That's one of the reasons I didn't want to bomb Italy. Because I wanted to more in the fight.
Yeah, I can hit Morocco. You can land in Morocco.
Yeah, it just doesn't make a difference. It's almost the same as the UK because it wouldn't have really a great target for Morocco. Because if you wanted to bomb Berlin, it's 3 spaces away. Italy's 3 spaces away. France is 2 spaces away.
I think Morocco's an okay idea. There's no planes in range of it.
No, but it just doesn't gain.
Yeah, I guess you couldn't hit some other. Yeah, I think UK is the best place for it.
Morocco's great. Honestly, if you wanted to get it to the center, it could go to India from there. Yeah, Morocco's better. It gives it more opportunities.
Yeah, and I'm glad we have that Russian Kaz stack. That's gonna kneecap Japan's income there.
All right. Anything else?
Hey, wait, do we even need all that stuff in India? Like, I don't think we do anymore. We could probably just supplement this cast stack.
Well, he can still hit it with four land units and 6 planes.
There's 4 fighters. There are 2 AAs, 3 infantry. That's 9. 9 to 10 and 2 bombards. Like, that's just what we have there. Put the tank in there, that's 11. Like, I think we could spare an infantry or 2 in the cause. And like you said, we would just retake it, so it's not like it's a big deal.
Okay, well, you could move 1 into cause if you want.
Because that's like their Hail Mary to get back into the game, because now they're kind of behind. May as well make
Well, I don't think it's even a Hail Mary. Russia and the US could take it, so they can't even hold it.
Oh, not India, cause.
What about an infantry and an artillery into cause?
I think that might be too much. Just 1 infantry, I think, it does the trick. I mean, it's not like there's really anything you can even do there. You can just hit Szechuan and Sikang, and they don't really accomplish much strategically.
All right, that looked good.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah, nicely done. I can't believe that worked. Still,
what worked?
That went so well. Burma.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was heavily in our favor. I think it sucked that we captured instead of strafed, but I think that was like a 6 or 10 IPC profit on average.
It was favorable. But yeah, we got unlucky first round dice. Our dice were underperforming. Actually,
both our dice underperformed.
Only your first round dice did.
Yeah. I think you guys got a little worse than you should have. I think you probably should have gotten 1 more hit back.
I'm not saying it's unfavorable. It's just that went so well for us.
Yeah.
All right.
They had more consistent dice. So.
Well, I definitely can't hit India here. I'm pretty sure. Not
and you can or can't?
Cannot. I have to chew through 7 land units before.
Right. So I was thinking. Tell me what you think. I was thinking 2 transports and a complex, and then all the rest dudes. Take Burma. Move maybe 1 guy down.
My question is, I smack Kazakh.
Say that again.
I can smack it with. Can I smack Kazakh with 3 infantry, a tank, and like 6 planes?
No, not now. I don't think so. I mean, you got to kill.
After 1 round.
I think you might be 2 or 3 planes down after 1 round. I mean, well, so what did they have to hit back here? So they got 3
11
at 2.
units.
Sorry, 5 at 2. So that's exactly 2 hits. Or was it 6 at 7 at 2?
Yeah, I might lose a plane, but I might get a lot of stuff from Russia. I just don't know. I feel like I really have to hit something.
Think we're that far behind right now?
Going for India and failing kind of puts Japan at a awkward position. It's hard to take those territories from Russia.
I'm really tempted to take that Kazakh stack. Yeah, because otherwise I need to.
If you're feeling it, I got no problem. I got no problem with it. You can bring all your planes to bear, I believe, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, so only these
Not
ones.
the
And
two
well, the
fighters.
bombers
Those
can
two
hit.
fighters are gonna go after. The bombers can hit. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. I think you're right.
You're gonna go after Burma?
Complex, and then yeah, Burma with the rest. Infantry,
Right.
2 infantry, 3 infantry.
Yeah, you can pull one from Borneo.
I can pull 3 already with 2 planes. I don't think I need that much more, and I'll leave the battleship. I think it's just gonna be. I'm not gonna get transports. Yeah.
I think one. I think you need one. Make your logistics
How am I
even
gonna
out.
defend?
Oh, that's a good point. How are you gonna defend it? Well, the
need-
Americans could only attack. Well, they got only a bomber and a fighter in range of 36.
I guess I can transport to everything to Manchuria this turn, and then leave the fleet 62 and 36. That's probably the proper way to do.
Okay, that works too. But I still think at least one transport here. Kind of low on trans. Yeah, you're kind of low on transport.
Russians have not had luck in Birch.
So it's
Over
versus-
there.
I think we just have to do this, unfortunately.
What does it
Not
say? What does the computer say? It's probably gonna say implausible.
We'll grab.
Yeah.
It's gonna say implausible. It's gonna say implausible. I mean, it is implausible, but we're gonna. The goal is to get a good first run attack and get it pretty.
You don't want to
Yeah,
grab one
Germans
guy
are like
from 46.
6 minutes.
You don't want to grab one guy from Borneo. It's really kind of your only chance to really grab him. I mean, you could even take really defend it. Oh, we got no subs in the way, but it's got a bomber. I mean, if we get the same kind of luck that they did on Burma, and that and it's a strange battle that works out for us in a cause. Like if you kill like 7 dudes here, you kill like 7 dudes here, that'd be super important.
And that's a pretty desperate battle there. And plausible means you're more likely to lose than win.
It's the artillery that makes it juicy. That's what I think.
It's a juicy attack. That's the thing, right? Like I'm gonna trade a little bit IPC down, but hopefully this is gonna keep Germany in the game for a heck of a lot longer.
Well, you kind of have to. Japan's.
I think
behind
Japanese
because of
units are
Burma.
slightly more expendable anyway, so I think they can afford to do this.
Oh, 3
Yeah,
whiffs?
Around that.
Oh, I guess
Can you
it's not the biggest deal. I'd probably retreat.
I could have
one
retreated,
infantry.
but
I was gonna suggest retreating. Yeah, you could have retreated. Save that
One
infantry,
one
but-
error also is you should have put more infantry in India, since you have more artillery there than infantry.
Yeah, either that or taking the artillery up to Kaz. Like, not a big deal.
You still
India's
go,
so-
obviously.
I don't think I killed a single
Oh my goodness! Come on, you
Japanese
could.
up there.
That was your
There you go.
first.
Good.
That was your first Japanese kill with those. You've lost like how many? 5 infantry for 1.
There we are.
yeah.
Ah, right. No.
There we are.
get
6
screwed
hits.
on
We
it.
love that.
Oh well.
Wait, what? This battle didn't go well. I don't know. I'm behind.
Oh, we didn't even.
We only got
we
3 hits.
You only got 3 hits.
We got,
Isn't that what you should have
which is way
gotten?
better.
3 or?
No,
What did he
we
get?
way more than
No,
three.
there was. Yeah, they had
Yeah.
3 bombers. They should have at least gotten 4 or 5 hits.
Oh shoot! I should have sacked the bombers. I didn't realize that. Oh. Shoot. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, because the bombers have to land
that's
there
painful.
because they're at max range.
I forgot about that. Oh well.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah,
That is a
the
super
problem is
juicy
it's-
target for the Russians.
Yeah,
You
unfortunately,
think? That's actually game right there.
Well,
Yeah, that probably is.
I can
You'd have to
defend it as
land
much
your.
as possible.
Yeah, but then that's your whole Japanese Air Force, but 1 bomber dead.
Okay. Well.
And if you don't
wanna
defend
get-
Yunnan, the other one will die too. Or move with you or something.
Yeah. Sorry about that. That's my mistake. Um,
No, that's alright. I made one earlier.
nothing.
That one hold a ton of range.
Yours was a little bit bigger though. But being honest.
I think the problem
You roll so I could not keep up on your dice rolls. I actually been able to keep up on your dice rolls the entire game. You just
Oh, sorry.
every time I click on it, it's just like it's over.
Why are you
Yeah,
putting the
unfortunately.
guys in Manchuria rather than putting them in Yunnan?
Because we're spawning a transport that I have to defend somehow, magically. We have a problem too, is that this fleet's gonna probably die.
In 36, probably. I wish there was another bomber that could hit 36. That's all.
I
Don't
think we
need
just
it.
have to take a chance.
I think we got to take the L.
I
I think
my
that's
mistake.
probably
That's a mistake.
UK's gonna sink that fleet. Russia's gonna smash the entire Japanese Air Force.
Yeah, Japan would. It's gonna be hard. to
Japan
recover
has
from that.
nothing going for it, and we're, yeah.
No, I mean the Burma attack was really quite the problem, and yeah, I mean the problem is Germany's just never gonna be able to penetrate Russia because
No, not with the fleet that I've got in the Atlantic. They've got fleet autonomy.
no,
the Allies-
it's. I mean the problem is why they had a really good West Russia, right? Like not losing enough infantry, and then we didn't have really any compensation of flight, and then I just made this mistake here, which is my problem. I just forgot.
I mean, look, if normally you wouldn't really hit that. That's a desperation move. I think everybody knows that. And it bit you. That's what happens in those deaths. They never work out. Whenever you need, like, I don't care what Bomb says, man. Hope is shit. It never works out. It never works
We are
out.
very- we
Never
are very-
hope.
We are there because we were going to be down AP at the end of round 3. It's like
No, I
Wait.
understand. I understand why you did it. It just turned out really bad.
Oh.
And those battles can always just like sea battles to me. I never like calculating on the calculator because I don't trust it. It's
They're
just-
super swingy, is what they are.
Very swingy.
Like I think, yeah, I think I played you Destruct. Like I had like a 77% chance to kill your U.S. Navy,
call it here. 'Cause there's
and-
no-
and then you smashed me, and then it gave you complete freedom in the Pacific, and things got shitty. Okay,
I
does
think
that?
that's how these things work.
Everything.
But here's the thing, though. Let's be honest. I mean, okay, so if that battle, the cows battle, goes well, that's very iffy. But if there was a possibility, it could have gone a lot better. No, it's still a game, but we're still behind.
Yeah.
Here we're just
like,
That's why I hate India. I hate India. Sometimes either you just got to completely ignore it, or you've got to go balls in on it. You just didn't quite have enough.
What do you think of
you
this?
could
Do you,
bomb
do you
Berlin.
do you want me to go after this fleet here, or do you want to save your UK fighters for Burma? I think I've pretty decent. I think I'm probably 60-70% chance to take out his fleet there in 36. What do you think?
bad, honestly.
If you want to do it, by all means, go ahead. I'm not going to say no.
Okay, I was thinking about that, and then you could mop up if it goes wrong.
Yeah.
You-
Now you're just playing with your meat. Fuck off.
You have 2 fighters going in from 13 to Italy. If not, you should be able to get the TJ fighter in that fight.
I don't think I can. We don't have Burma.
No, the TJ fighter can't get there.
No, yeah, he's got 2 from the carrier that's landing, so he wouldn't be able to land. No, I was talking about Italy.
Yeah, I think I'd probably just resign here. To be fair, there's no compensation. Oh my God, you even got it with the U.S.
Well, I think I was likely to take it. I think I was pretty favored to take that.
Yeah, probably. To TJ, maybe? Okay.
I'm just gonna pretend.
Well, in all honesty, there should have been Japanese fighters on that carrier, so that would have made a difference.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is it's just, the problem is even if I lose it, the problem is once that Kazakh attack
It's
goes
a
down
knock-on
horribly,
effect, I think.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Well, it's you know, we're kind of like, it's one of those weird times where it's 10:30 Eastern in the U.S. I know Bonk is a gentleman from the UK, and that's like, I don't know, it's like what, 4 or 5 in the morning for you, 6 o'clock in the morning, Bonk?
It's 3:30.
Oh, 3:30.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't play another game. I mean, I can't really start another game either. It's kind of like a little bit too late.
No, 10:30. Could do a quick round.
Yeah, I
brawl.
think it's probably too late. You know.
No,
I mean, I want to. I mean, look, I'm not against playing till 2 o'clock in the morning, but then what if we get an actual game? I mean, when there's no resolution, the fans hate that. Subscribers hate that. They want to see resolution.
Do they hate that we leave early more, or do they hate that we?
No, we don't usually. No, we don't usually leave early. I mean, usually we just keep playing games. So I mean, last week we played 6 games.
Yeah. This time though.
Go ahead, Destruct.
I was saying I'd prefer to resign here. I don't think it's
No, that's
very
fine.
interesting.
I'll resign right along with you because yeah, there's no way we can win.
I may as well see what.
Well,
yeah.
Russia Japan's gonna lose all of their air force. They're gonna lose all their income. You know, next. Yeah, look, they have three transports and 2 boats and no planes.
They don't have any.
Yeah. You know, UK is going to be buying a transport next turn to start taking the islands from India.
Yeah, it's a screw up there for me, which is my fault. To be fair, I think we were really behind, just on attack power. There's not really a whole lot that can be done there.
Well, I think it was just shouldn't have stacked
the way I would have
Burma.
played that, the way I would have, if this was a rank game and it wasn't out of desperation, like trying to be a little bit more patient, I would have taken Burma. I would have bought the 2 transports and in the complex. I think the logistic worked out better that way. Or maybe 1. I don't know. I forget now. I'm back. And then I would have just pressed through China because the cost stack would have been broken by the Germans.
Well, I think the Burma stack was where things went wrong. He stacked Burma and allowed UK to have good odds on the counterattack. I think that's where things started to go wrong.
I'm not convinced that they're actually that good.
Well,
no, I'm not either. You had 8 infantry, 1 artillery. I forget how many planes.
I had an 87% chance of taking it.
Yeah,
I ran the numbers after the battle.
Really good.
What were the odds?
What are the odds?
87%. I should have been left with 1 infantry and 1 artillery.
Really, that good?
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, you got one less hit back than you should have, which is in my mind is pretty close to average.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would not have guessed that at all.
Only 6 infantry.
At best, I would have given that a 50-50.
No, there was only infantry and artillery there. If they hit 1/3 of the time, you were averaging 3 hits in the first round. We were averaging.
The ones throw you off.
Then once we get 4, you get 3. You go down to 6. You average 2 hits. We still average about 4 hits around. So then you go down to 2. You average 1 hit. You know. Yeah.
Well, hey,
All right.
the good thing about this
Game's
destruct
over,
is that
right?
we didn't lose the night. I mean, it is 1-1.
Hey, that's where we play a quick round right there.
You know,
Quick game, 20 minutes.
calling it spade a spade here. We did win the first game, quite convincingly, I might add.
And just so you know, Bonk, if I were you, I would have bought artillery there to contest the Caucasus stack. Just so you know, because by going all infantry, it makes a Caucasus stack easier for Germany.
Also, there's no real point to take Sinkang with an infantry. It seems it'd be better just to blitz
No,
it
it is good. There's no way that Japan can recapture it.
Yeah, but you can blitz it with the tank instead of using the infantry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, to blitz. Okay, that's a
fair
good
enough.
point. That is smart.
I mean, the game's over though, so that's.
Yeah, I don't know why you're
unless you
bothering
get
to move.
horrible luck here. Like it's not.
Well,
luck could still play a factor in this fight. It's not like it's over.
It's
Well,
9.
Germany is now in this perpetual. Allies are going to give them as many targets as possible to trade every single turn from this point forward. Baltic's going to be a target. Obviously, they got the Medshuk, fleet autonomy, France, Northwest. I mean, just gonna. I mean, Germany's not gonna be able to move any dudes east.
No, it's a stale, and then the Japanese income is just trashed by Russian tanks running rampant.
In Burma.
Yeah, with 3 transports and 2 boats and no planes.
Oh, there's a chance.
There is a chance, but it's like buying a
You
lottery
guys
ticket.
whiff, and we get like 6 hits here. There's a chance.
Well, pull the trigger.
Lay it out, man. Let's see what you got. What you got?
Oh, you want me to go in? You want me to go in?
Yeah, well, we may as well roll the dice. That's the fun
Well,
part of
fine.
the game.
This is all I'm doing, so...
Those were pretty poor rolls. Oh, well.
Oh my God, the defensive rolls are.
I don't know. I think
Wait, what
hitting. I
happened?
think 2 is the average.
Oh, that was pretty devastating.
Well, I think you actually hit better than you should have, but it still didn't matter.
No, that's
gonna-
game.
The outcome was
definitely
never
a
in
game.
question.
Uh-huh.
No, I made a mistake. Yeah, sorry. But to be fair, I think.
No, stop apologizing, man. Relax,
move
it happens.
things into Evenki. You
Dude.
probably want to use.
So let me
put
tell
2
you,
inf there.
The
You can't
inside
block
joke from
Evenki.
earlier. Struck the inside joke earlier when I said leave 1 in Russia, and you said, "Oh, way to go, Roach," or somebody said that. Is because I lost a game. Was it? It was last week, wasn't it? Or was it?
Yep.
It was last week.
I didn't say that, but yeah, okay.
And we were actually the game was really nobody was
Can
winning,
you
nobody
put
was
1 in
losing. It was like,
Caucasus? Just to
I
hassle
I
them.
forgot to leave 1 infantry in West Russia, and they just blitzed
Oh
through
yeah,
with
give
their
nothing
tanks.
for free, right?
That's right.
Oh, it couldn't be any worse than artillery for defense.
I don't. Why are we still playing this? I'm not playing this. I'm not taking.
Well, you,
Because
you
you
haven't
haven't resigned
conceded.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry.
Why are you
That's
asking
so
us? You're the person. You're the only. Destruct has left you for greener pastures.
I'm pulling an Art Metis. I wasn't trying to do that.
So we're definitely not playing another one. Or has
It's too
anybody
late
changed
for
their
me.
mind?
I just think it's too late. It's too
It's
late.
too late now.
Well,
Yeah,
I
for
mean-
me it's early because I'm on the West Coast, so it's only 7:30 for me. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the East Coast. So it's a little bit later. It's not that I'm not a guy. I've stayed up till 5, 6, 4, 5 in the morning playing this game with you guys on Friday night. Sometimes we've gone that late. On average, we go about till 2. What's that?
I'd be happy to play a fast one if anyone wants to, but I totally understand if people have to head off.
How can you determine if it's gonna be a fast one? Mind you, with us playing it,
Well, some players also, more experienced players tend to also play faster too. Like some people need to really mull things over and go slow, and other people can get a game done in under an hour. So
in ranked games, I like to take my time.
it'd be fun to.
I can definitely
Yeah,
play
even
one
in ranked
faster.
games, I can take my turn in like less than 10 minutes.
It'd be fun to, it'd be fun to get down playing fast for Friday Night Blitz to do Blitz games really fast.
actual Blitz.
You guys
Yeah,
want to put it on
we-
a timer?
Yeah, we could try that.
10-minute turns.
10-minute
is probably
turns?
fine.
10-minute
Yeah, I'd
turns?
be down with that.
I would do
Yeah.
10 minutes for the first 2 rounds, and then 5 minutes after that. It usually gets simplified after the first couple
I don't
rounds.
know how do you set that up though in the game?
Well, you just
You-
you just hit and
Oh,
have
Oh, it's a manual timer. I see. I was thinking about the in-game timer. Okay. Well, in that case, then we could probably send Bonk 290 Night to Accountant Sheep and wish him well and thank him obviously for being here and joining us on Friday Night Blitz. Always welcome. But we still have 5, right? We still have 5.
I'm gonna stop
Yeah.
for the night too.
Are you gonna back out
Ooh.
too?
We'd have 4.
Yeah, it would have
Oh,
fun.
I don't want to play 4.